Welcome to Pop Murray Memorial Field. I am Mark Carlin here with Rick Hansing. Here's the first round of the playoffs where your Heritage Hall Chargers are going to meet the Purcell Dragons tonight. Rick, tell me what you're going to see tonight.
Well, I hope we're going to see Charger football. I hope we're going to see lots of scoring, lots of touchdowns, lots of great defense. We've got a great defense this year, as you know. But, you know, Purcell's going to be a formidable opponent. They've got some playmakers all over the field. They've got some talented kids at a lot of the featured positions, at the skill positions, quarterback, wide receiver, running back. And I know they spread the ball around, and they've got some assets. And so it should be exciting. But like I said, Heritage Hall defense has been great this year, and really excited to see them on the maybe get a little tested on that side of the ball.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be playing the Texas Tech offense tonight, I think. So,
the
we'll
spread.
See. Yeah, we'll see how our defensive backs do tonight. But our defense has been outstanding all year, as you said, and so we're expecting good things. The Chargers, undefeated this year, doing great. Purcell in the first round, I mean, they're 5-5 overall, 4-3 in district. They've had a good year, and they do have a great quarterback in skill positions, as you mentioned. Let's talk about our Fuzzies feature player of the game. It's going to be quarterback Jackson Jobe, who's having a great year for the Chargers.
Good look at him there.
Yeah, look at that hair.
Man, I would kill for that. I don't have.
I never had hair like that, and I certainly don't have it now.
I'd be tempted to not wear a helmet.
So he's getting more comfortable in the offense, is what Coach Bogert says. It's his second year starting at quarterback. He's a junior. He's got a great arm. His baseball skills translate into football as far as strength of arm. He's got great accuracy, and he's got great speed back there. When he's, and I say in trouble, when the pressure's on, he can certainly scramble and get away from that pressure. And then they just talk about continued improvement on the defensive side. Frankly, I'd put him on the shelf on defense because he's so good at quarterback.
Yeah.
But Coach Bogert lets him play both ways, and he's doing great things on both sides of the ball.
Everybody needs a lockdown corner, though.
Yeah, you can't have enough of those. I am with you 100%.
And that's what they call him. They call him a lockdown corner. So,
but they say how competitive he is. He's a multi-sport athlete, baseball and football. Does great things out there, and they talked about he's a D1 prospect in baseball, so he's just playing football on the side, and he's an outstanding player. He's got 66% as far as his completion percentage. He's got 1,600 yards this year, 20 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions. That's just outstanding.
That's a big-time quarterback rating, 133, you know. I guess we were recognizing, so I thought we were getting ready for the Star Spangled Banner, but here we go. We'll be right back.
In the singing of our national anthem.
Good look at the flag. There was a little bit more wind than that earlier, so might be good for the air attack, good for the passing game. Mark, I know we talked a lot about Jackson, but if I could just for a second, he obviously has a great arm, and as we said, he's a multi-sport D1 baseball player. But I don't remember, and he probably did it last year, but I'm really impressed with his feet. I mean, he is elusive, and he gets under some rush back there, under some duress. He reverses out, spins out. I mean, he very seldom gets sacked. And so I think that's one of his greatest assets, are just his feet and the way he can move the pocket, roll right, roll left against his body, whichever way he rolls. And he's really, as you touched on, he's really, really accurate. But he does a lot of things out there that look really, really natural, and you can't teach. And he's just a great athlete.
Right. I mean, it reminds me of Blake Adams sometimes when it would be a bad snap and he would just be picking it up off the turf, but his eyes were always looking up, and he had great feet to get out of any potential problems. But I agree, it's like there's only certain guys that don't panic when there's 300-pounders coming at you.
Right. And he's mature beyond his years. I mean, he's only a junior, and he played a bunch last year. I mean, just he's really impressive. He's got a lot of moxie, a lot of savvy back there. But he's just he looks at he's on to the next level. When he's on these progressions and everything, and it's just it's great to see, because he just never really looks. He gets pressured, but he doesn't look like he's under pressure.
No, I agree. But he never panics. I mean, and that's what you see a lot of panic throws for interceptions and stuff. He's only got 4.
That's a great rating.
It is. I mean, he's doing an outstanding job for the Chargers. Let's talk about our Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City keys to the game against the Purcell Dragons tonight.
Keep the Dragons grounded. I guess that means because they're going to throw it.
They want them to run. We're begging them to run.
Yeah. Crank up the pressure. Obviously, our D is going to crank up the pressure. I was thinking about on the way over here just how much blitzing we do, and just all-out blitzing from the linebacker position. And you can only do that if you're really confident in the back end. So that'll be interesting to kind of keep an eye on tonight and see if we send our linebackers as much as we typically do. We'll see how much pressure we get from our front line, from our tackles, and see what kind of position we get, or pressure we get from them naturally, to see how much we have to send our linebackers.
Well, you're exactly right. When you're going against a passing team, it's tough on how much do you play coverage, how much do you put pressure on the quarterback so he doesn't have a lot of time.
Right.
And that's Coach Bogert's a master at it, and I'm expecting him to be so again tonight.
Yeah, and I like it. So he'll dial up. That says crank up the pressure. We'll dial it up whenever it's needed, I can promise you.
Yeah, I mean, and you're right. We'll see what the front four can do, and if they're not putting enough pressure on, we'll send a couple guys. So I mean, I think you're exactly right on the strategy. Kind of play it by ear early, and then dial it up as necessary.
Yeah, the last one there, go full throttle from opening kick. I mean, you expect that out of your guys this time of year. I mean, it's a one-game season. Loser goes home. We used to say loser plays basketball.
Right. And nobody wants to play quite yet.
And nobody wants to go to basketball practice on Monday. As a matter of fact, if they have to go on Monday, they probably want that extra week of I don't want to do anything until.
Yeah. So you got to run that much harder if you start basketball this early.
Yeah. So I know a lot of guys on the team that don't want to go to wrestling and don't want to go to basketball. They would rather stay out. They'd rather make a deep run into the playoffs. And we're expecting that.
Yeah. I mean, Purcell, we've talked about him. Spread offense. They distribute the ball very well. Number 1, Mojo Browning, who's on the all-name team we talked about.
It has to be number 1. And he wears number 1.
He's a junior wide receiver, 6 feet tall, 165 pounds, but very fast, very talented. That's someone to keep an eye on. And then Addison Love, their senior running back, is another guy that we're going to have to contend with. But they don't run it a ton, but when they do, we got to keep an eye on him.
Mark, looking at his size, high school players that, if this is right, that are 5'11", 200, or 6 foot, 200, those kind of guys, and they play both ways, those guys are always dangerous.
A force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. You never want to see a bunch of those guys on the opposing team.
Yeah, well, we are looking forward to a good game tonight. The captains are walking out on the field right now for the coin toss. Let's quickly talk about we play Purcell tonight. The next game that we're going to be watching very closely is Berry Hill and Stigler. That will be our next opponent should we win this game. So that's going to be a game we'll try to get updates on as soon as we can.
And we get to host, too. That'll be great.
Yeah. The other side, if you keep going down, you got Lincoln Christian against Inola. Lincoln Christian very good this year. Marlowe and Kingfisher, we're very familiar with Kingfisher. We see them a lot.
Where's Plainview?
Farther down on the lower side of the bracket, we got Plainview versus John Marshall. Like I said, we're familiar with some of them. Chakota, and Cassia Hall is going to be another game tonight we'll watch. Vertigo City, Idabel, Perkins Tryon that gave us everything we wanted and more, against Sulphur.
Sulphur's dynamite too. We played them in the state finals last year, and they're back. So
we'll
they lost their running back though.
That is the farther end of the bracket that we'll see them in the finals if we and one of those teams make it that far. But Berry Hill Stigler is next on the list. But we take it one game at a time.
That's
here,
right.
Rick. It's Purcell tonight.
Yeah, that's right. It's the Dragons. Dragons. Did they not bring their – they've got that huge dragon.
Run out of a dragon head.
Yeah, they didn't bring that with them. I thought they might bring that tonight. But
a little disappointing.
Yeah, we get that when we go play them. They always have that. But
all right, so we got Ryder Bates helping us out tonight. He's always does a great job for Charger Vision.
He was in the paper. He's famous. He was in the paper a couple weeks ago in the Oklahoma.
I did not know that. Well, he is famous. I'm familiar with that, but I'm just happy he talks to me.
He has like 6 or 7 copies of that, I think.
All right, let's go to commercial, and we will come back, and we'll give you get this game kicked off.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted. Order up. Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat me.
You're going to find a whole lot to love right now during truck trading time at Joe Cooper Ford. You can trade your keys for the keys to a new truck. Then Joe will beat any other dealer's best deal by $500 guaranteed. Get more for your trade-in, lower your monthly payment, and make no payment for 90 days. Plus, we believe in service after the sale. When you bring your new Joe Cooper Ford in for service, you'll get a courtesy loaner car and a car wash. Who loves Oklahoma?
Come see us at Joe Cooper Ford.
Welcome back to Pop Murray Memorial Field. We are in the first round of the playoffs. There's your Heritage Hall Chargers running out on the field. We are going to cut over to Coulter Gasky, who's going to give us a weather report tonight and tell us what it's like out on the field. Coulter. There's your weather report. He does a great job for us. He's getting some camera time these days. He's so good at the weather. But it's going to be a nice night for football.
Mark, I don't know if they could hear Coulter or not listening on Charger Vision. So it's not sunny, but it says it's 46. It feels like 42.
Well, Coulter gives a very accurate weather description. So if you did not hear that, I'm sorry for the audience at home.
And did you notice his title, by the way? I really like that, Charger Vision Weatherman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's earned it. He's been giving us the weather report, but he finally, in the last few weeks, he's gotten on camera, and we make him do the hard work.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so it looks like Chargers are going to be kicking off, moving. They're going to defend the south goal. So Purcell's going to be moving from left to right.
We're going to get a good look at Cody Croft, the quarterback, and see if he can what he does with Mojo Browning early on, it sounds like. But our defense will be up to the task. We do a good job of scouting, and we'll be ready for him.
Oh, yeah. I'll say we do a good job of scouting for sure. Mojo Brown is in the middle of the formation there. He looks like he's going to receive the
they want him to.
We'll see if we kick away from him here.
I hope so.
We did.
Well, kind of a squib kick. It's in the middle of the field.
It's going to work.
Oh, it's bobbled and just falled on wisely. That looks like that's pacing. Is that 42? What number
42.
is it? Yeah, 42. Yeah. Excuse me.
I thought it was 22.
I don't have a 42. Me too. All right, so there's our starting lineup on defense. We've got Will Dunn, Melvin Swindle, Jaden Williams, and Connor Keith up front. Linebackers Hardy Bowers, A.J. Searles, Landon Lahodney. And then we've got the defensive backs got their work cut out for them. We got Gavin Freeman, Colby Lewis, Peyton Ernest, and Philip Smitherman starting tonight. And I know they'll be rotating guys in as they're going to try to wear us out in
passing game. Yeah, I bet Richard Duncan, or not Richard, but Davis Duncan plays a lot tonight too.
Oh, I'm sure they'll get in there for sure.
They send pressure first play of the game.
There it is, Mojo Browning with the catch.
Stiff
but
arm.
Can he get past? He's not much on the play at all with a screen pass to Mojo Browning. I'm still talking about the starting lineup, and this game is going.
That was a good trying to see who was on the pursuit over there for the Chargers. Looked like Hardy was over there. Mojo, pretty nice stiff arm there. Mark, he didn't gain any yards, but
the good news is the defense kept coming.
That's right.
So 2nd and 9, they're going to give him a yard on that. Cross seeing if he can draw anybody off sides, and the Chargers too disciplined to fall for it. This time it is a handoff. It's to Addison Love, their running back, but he does not get much on the play at all. He comes up a little gimpy, it looks like.
I think we've scouted them pretty well, Mark. The expected major contributors, we have 3 listed, and they're the only 3 that have touched the ball so far.
The good news is they only have 1 yard to show for it on 2
right.
downs. So, like you said, that scouting report is working, but
yes,
we'll see if we can hold them on 3rd down.
That scouting report is as advertised, I can promise you.
Colby Lewis is stuck on Mojo Browning. We'll see how that goes.
Well done.
Giving him some height, but he's very fast. All right, it's a quick throw by Cross. Ball sailing out of bounds, falls incomplete.
Good first series for the Chargers defense right there.
Yep.
Each team's feeling each other out. We get pressure on the quarterback there as he rolls, and had no choice but to throw that ball away.
Hayden Harp, the intended receiver, but like you said, more out of bounds than to the receiver.
Yeah, we had some really good pressure there. Will Dunn came off his block right away, and we've already seen Connor Keith he blitzed on the second play. So.
All right, so Gavin Freeman back deep. They had 2 guys back deep last. Oh, it's kind of a rugby kick. Gavin Freeman looking to catch it. Does not fair catch it, and taken down right away, right at the 42-yard line by number 7, Creed Smith.
That was gutsy right there by Gavin. That coverage guy got down there fast.
He's not afraid of contact.
Nope.
There's our starting lineup, Rick. Just reel it off for us.
That's our feature player at quarterback, Jaden Williams at tailback, Max Bates at fullback, Philip Smitherman is at one receiver, the Z, Joe Washington, sophomore, at the X, Will Dunn, the senior, at the Y, kind of the flex back. There's Melvin Swindell, junior, left tackle, William Jackson, senior, left guard, Evan Lauren at center, Amari Smith at right guard.
The Big Uglies is
Rick
like Stevenson. He always brings it up, and I'm like, I never give them enough credit.
Yeah, that's right. You got to have it up front.
Joe Washington in motion. It's a handoff to Jaden Williams right at the front, but he's taken down for just a minimal gain, maybe a yard.
Yeah, that was a good tackle right there. Number 69 in early penetration there, Malachi Parrish. Good tackle by him.
The Big Ugly's going to spread them out. Got to move those guys out of the way, and I'm sure they will as this game progresses.
He kind of got Jaden around the head there. I don't think I'd like to get any part of him, especially below the waist.
Right. You watch the Steelers game last night? Because the tackle by the head got a little rowdy. Jackson Jobe in trouble.
They're the feet we're talking
about.
It's
a big sack back to the 45-yard line. That's going to be about a 7-yard loss as Jackson Jobe was trying to break free and could not do it.
Yeah, he spun out there. He slipped right there, Mark, right there at the 45-yard line there. You can see, or we can see it from up here. Pretty good divot taken out of the field right there. So, but he's elusive. That was his second move to get away right there when he spun out. So
they were all coming.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to the grounds crew about that one.
Yeah, that's right. Field looks good though.
It does look good for this time of year, for sure.
Got the blue stripes, white numbers, looks pretty good.
So 3rd and 23 after the sack. We'll see what the Chargers dial up here. If they get some positive yards, they'll probably go for it on 4th down. Jackson Jobe looking to throw. He launches one to Phil.
He's open, too. Touchdown.
Is open. Nicely done. That's Philip Smitherman, number 24, with a quick 55-yard touchdown catch as Jackson Jobe puts his arm into it, and that's impressive.
What a beautiful, beautiful throw. He put some air under that, let Philip run under it. I don't know if you saw that, Mark, but about the 15-yard line, Philip gives Mojo just enough just to kind of give yourself some room.
We'll call it separation.
Yeah, separation. Yeah, that's a senior move right there. That's a smart play.
That is impressive. Phillips, well, I don't want to say he's the fastest guy on the field, but he is one of the fastest guys on the field, and he just showed it right there. Jackson Jobe, throw it as far as you can. I'll go run underneath it.
Yeah, as they say, he's hard to overthrow.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
You're more worried about underthrowing Phillip than you are overthrowing him.
So Philip Smithman is going to go play at Harvard next year, which is very impressive in multiple ways.
So, yeah, right.
Has the first touchdown for the Chargers. They're backed way up, but obviously not intimidated by the long third down play. The kick is up, and it is good.
Yeah, great snap, good hold, good kick. Our kicking game looks good. It's been solid all year.
Luke Butler has been money this year.
I'll tell you what, you take that for granted, but you watch a lot of games, pro and college, man. That you got to have a snap, you got to have a hold, and you got to have timing, and that's hard to get on the high school level. So they work on that a lot of practice, I can tell.
Yeah, that was a good shot of the Keith brothers walking out there on special teams.
As you were saying about it being impressive on multiple fronts for Phillip going to Harvard, he better be multiple when he's there. You have to do lots of studying. You're not going to just be playing football. You got to be multiple.
You heard it here first. Harvard's kind of hard.
True student athlete is what they say.
It's hard to get in and hard to stay.
Heavy on the student.
Yeah.
Heavy on the student, I think.
Oh, he's a smart kid. He was going to do great things at Harvard. I am excited for him.
I think it's great. We're going to be well represented up there on the East Coast. That's awesome to see.
So your Chargers leading 7-0 now.
It's a good look at Mojo right there.
9
we're kicking
minutes, 33 seconds. Yeah,
we're taking our chances and just kind of pooching it out here to between the 20 and the 30.
Gavin Constant gets it at about the 30-yard line, but I agree that let's not put it in Mojo Browning's hands.
Yeah, if you're not sure you're going to get a touchback every time, that's probably the best thing to do.
But this is something that I think the Chargers and / the coach is very good at. Is like we'll do this a little bit, and as soon as they relax, they'll kick it through the end zone when they're not paying attention. So
that's right.
It's just smart special teams coaching.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, you want to keep it away from their playmakers. We know who they are. So
I mean, it's a good strategy as well as you got to execute.
You got to, right. It's harder, easier said than done.
For sure. This time it's a quick screen pass over to Mojo. We've seen that before, and this time it doesn't get a yard; it loses a yard.
There's a host of Chargers over there. Really, really good pursuit.
I know Hardy in there, but like you said, there was
A.J. Searles is over there.
Landon Lahodney. I mean, there was a handful of them.
Yeah, we had 4 Chargers around the ball in a hurry.
That's what I want to see.
Peyton Ernest over there at corner.
Yeah, he's getting the start tonight.
He was there too.
2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. This time it's looking to throw again. Colby Lewis was trying to keep up.
Oh, picked that one off.
Oh, and does. That's a nice interception.
That's our quarterback right there doing that.
Jackson Joe with the interception at the 40-yard line. Went up really high. That's a dangerous throw when we played it to perfection.
Our lockdown corner right there is playing safety. So great interception right right there. He's showing some hops right there.
Yeah, he definitely
did. Sign
him up for basketball as well.
Yeah. It's not going to be Monday, but might be later.
That was in a crowd, but man, he went up and got it.
Yeah, he took that ball out of the air there. High pointed it and went and got it.
I was watching Mojo and Colby go at it, trying to stay with him, and he threw it in the crowd, and
he was triple covered.
Jackson Jobe, this time he's looking to run. He's got a lot of open space, and he does take off. He's got the first down and more. He's at the 30-yard line. He's very fast and goes down right about the 15-yard line after a strong run.
Man, he covered a lot of ground. He covered 30 yards in a hurry right there.
Now, he hesitated, and then he took off. Huh?
Yeah. And he's not going to do this, but I'd love to see him get down instead of seeking contact there.
Yeah.
He kind of started that at Bridge Creek.
We're not looking to seek contact.
Man, he ran over a kid at Bridge Creek down on the 10-yard line and went on in, and I think that's giving him some confidence.
He doesn't have to prove anything to me.
No, not at all.
I need him to play multiple games, not just this one.
Yeah, that's right.
So Chargers leading 7-0. Ball down to the 12-yard line on the I say scramble, but it turned out to be a strong run for the quarterback.
Yeah, they just lost contain over there. They didn't have anybody home.
This time it's a handoff to Jaden Williams, who cuts back to the right.
That's his bread and butter.
Can he get back into the end zone? And he does. There is a flag coming in. I think that may be some sort of bad block, but Jaden Williams in the end zone. We'll see if it stands.
Yeah, I think that's going to be on the Chargers. But, man, you love that cutback right there, that cutback move.
Well, he's so good at what I would say tank loving his way. I mean, he's so big and going through, but he's got quick feet to make the cut if he needs to.
Well, he pushed one of his own linemen out of the way to give him some room, and then cuts back. He sees that lane to his right. So that takes vision and takes patience too.
We'll see what the call is, but the Chargers definitely backing up.
Holding, yeah.
It's a spot foul. It's going to be right about the 12-yard line again.
Let's run the same play.
Well, that one worked. Just
sure did.
Someone got a little handsy.
Yep. Somebody on the right side of that line over there got a little handsy over there.
So first down again from the 12-yard line. It's a quick pass to Philip Smitherman. He's running the other way. If he can outrun the defense, and he does so far, he's at the 10, trying to cut up field down to the 4-yard line. He's taken down.
After defense had an angle on him there, Mark, and couldn't catch up with him. But they tried to hit him on that bubble screen, which they did hit him. But he had so much congestion in front of him. Phillips got so much speed. He's like, let's just reverse field here.
I'm not sure that's the way it was drawn up. But
it's not. But
very effective.
Very effective, yeah. It almost just looked like a reverse. He turns a lot of runs into just reverses because he's got the speed to do it.
Well, I was going to say, when you're one of the fastest guys, you can find a hole that other guys can't. So second down.
Full house. Look at that inverted wishbone formation. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I've not seen this before. This time it's a handoff right up the middle, and he's in. Who is that? Colby Lewis.
Yeah, that looked Colby Lewis, the defensive back. He's playing corner for us.
Yeah, that's a new look, just like you said. That I don't think teams know what to do with that.
I've seen that a little bit on Sundays this year, and some on Saturdays. But seen that formation. That's gaining in popularity.
Yeah, well, I like it because it was very effective there. Colby Lewis just handoff and a 5-yard scamper into the end zone, untouched. Luke Butler, the kick is up, and it is good.
Man, early in the first quarter, too, Mark, 14-0.
Part of the game plan was to try to pay full throttle from the opening kick, and I think the Chargers so far are listening to the coach and playing full throttle.
Yeah, they've got the pedal to the metal, as we used to say, for sure. I noticed in that offensive set there, that inverted wishbone, man, we got a lot of offensive weapons back there.
Well, and that's the deal. It's hard to anybody to defend that because anybody could get the ball
and be successful with it and get something out of it. I mean, we have Will Dunn back there. I mean, geez.
I don't want to try to stop that.
No, I don't either. Please don't give it to 12.
Right. Not that I want him to block me, but I don't want him carrying the ball either.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, please don't give it to 12. Not while I'm in there.
Will Dunn played defensive end and tight end, and, he's bulked up to about 250 this year.
Yeah, and he can run. And he will seek contact. He likes that. The more the better.
Yeah, Luke Butler this time just kicking it a little deeper, ball at the 20-yard line.
We're
trying to find. Yeah, there's nothing there.
We're wearing 42 out. I wish we had his name. We
can't give him credit.
Our roster goes from 38 to 44, so we're sorry about that for the Purcell fans listening.
So 7:13 to go in the first quarter. Chargers leading 14-0 after two strong drives. They've got a short field after an interception from Jackson Jobe, and then Jackson Jobe leads them down for another score.
Yeah, we had a 3-and-out, and then the turnover by Jobe.
So 1st and 10. We'll see what Croft does here. This time it's a handoff, but the line gives them nothing. That is going to be no gain at all on the play.
Sam Wofford, their junior running back, linebacker, for no gain. That's first time they've run the ball, Mark. Everything else has been stretch plays.
They're just trying. I think they're trying to see what might work against this defense, but so far, not much.
Trying to find a soft spot.
All right, Croft, Hardy Bowers giving chase. Croft has to throw it away as he was under duress. It falls incomplete.
Well, I'll say Jaden Williams in there too. Both of those guys were just shot out of a cannon. A lot of pressure on Croft tonight. I mean, I don't know if he was ready for that. We sure look we look like we're really moving to the football well tonight, Mark.
Yeah. I concur.
That's a swarming defense.
Yeah. Closest wide receiver was Peyton Ernest wearing a Chargers uniform.
Yeah. Throw it to Blue. Throw it to Blue.
So 3rd and 11 after the incompletion. And Croft has just not been able to find his rhythm so far, and that's just fine by me.
Looks like they got a decent-sized offensive line, too, but Chargers getting tons of
They're
pressure.
coming. Jake Williams is coming at him.
Oh, he's up.
Croth is in trouble. He's able to get to the outside, and no one's there.
He didn't want Melvin to get there.
Jackson Joe was closing in on him. That's going to be – I think it's going to bring up fourth down. Depends where they spot it, but I don't think he has enough for a first down. We'll see.
Looks like he's going to be about 3 or 4 yards short, Mark.
I agree. It looks like fourth and about 2. The offense is staying out there as they don't want to get any farther. They don't want to give up the ball to the Chargers offense anymore, but this is dangerous territory. Ball at about the 37-yard line.
I might pooch kick this if I'm them. I think it's
With
too.
nobody back there, I agree, but
I think it's too soon to.
Oh, they're trying to draw off sides.
It
Will Dunn.
It almost worked.
Will Dunn got dangerously close.
Yeah.
10 seconds on the play clock.
We almost took the bait right there.
Right. Will Dunn wisely goes in reverse.
Yeah. Get back in a hurry.
That's going to be a timeout for the Dragons as it's fourth and about a short 2 or long 1. And they're going to have to talk about it, but I think they were trying to draw us off sides like we talked about.
Yep. Yeah, we had some good discipline there by not jumping. We almost did, but no contact made.
Tell me what you know about Quail Creek Bank.
Man, I know that they are maybe the longest sponsor of Charger Vision. I don't know about.
We've got a few good ones.
I don't know if they're the longest, but they've been with us a long time.
Well, they're as old as Rick Stevenson because we've always talked about how
he used to take his lawn mowing money over there.
Yeah,
first checking account.
Pennies at a time.
Yeah.
Quail Creek Bank's student checking and savings account will set you up for success. Visit them online at quailcreek.bank or stop by and see them at 122nd North May to learn about their free accounts and free money matches for students. Huge thanks to Quail Creek Bank for being a longtime sponsor of Charger Vision.
Good look at the Dragons right there. Man, they got some sweet-looking helmets there.
They do.
Nice unis.
They're going for it on fourth down. Croth is looking to throw. He does not. Oh, and he completes it. Man, he did not have. I don't think he had a very good handle on that ball, but he throws it, and it is complete. I didn't see who caught it.
Number 7, Creed Smith.
Well, that's impressive on a fourth down play because I don't think he got a clean
he fooled
grip
me.
on that.
I thought he was going into the flat with it, and I think it was just because, like you say, I think he just didn't have a grip on it, so I couldn't really tell where he was going with it. But, yeah, throw was kind of high, and Smith makes a good catch there going up the ladder.
First down, Purcell, he's looking long, and they're throwing lots of flags, even though we had a chance at the interception for Philip Smitherman, but either Peyton Ernest or Philip got too handsy in there.
Yeah, I think Philip kind of lost the ball. He didn't turn around, and so he went into the body of the receiver there. So makes a pretty easy call for the referee, particularly if you don't get your head turned around there. But Mark, that's unfortunate because we're there. I mean, the coverage is great. We just didn't execute once we got there.
Automatic first down for the Dragons. The ball's going to be at the 41-yard line after fourth down completion, and then now the pass interference. They're marching down the field. This time it's a quick throw to the running back. That's 35, Sam Wofford, but falls incomplete.
Mark, that looks easy enough, a little swing pass. That's a lot of times that's harder to complete that pass than it is a 15, 20-yard route downfield.
Well, I think you're right, and also I think what I would say the pressure we're putting on him, he's trying to get rid of it in a hurry.
Yeah, because you don't want that pursuit to get there, but also you got to get your back out in the flat in time. That's a timing play.
Try to lead him if you can, but it's easier said than done.
And also you don't want to throw it backwards either. That was close to a backwards pass.
So Croth, it's second down. He's in trouble, and a big sack down to the 40-yard line. Connor Keith with a huge sack on Croth.
Guess what? Blitz from the linebacker position. Man, what a play. He gets back there fast.
Well, Connor Keith did not give them he had nowhere to go but backwards, and Connor Keith still caught him.
Look at that sack. That's what is that? That's a 20-yard sack?
Yeah. That's a great play.
Yeah. Croth did everything he could to kind of reverse out of that, but it's one thing about blitzing, Mark, but you gotta complete the tackle once you get there.
It's third down. Oh, shoot. It's third down at a country mile, but Connor Keith got a little too excited on that play.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say he was coming on blitz on that play.
I think you may be right.
Wow. That's got to be fun.
He wanted some more of that.
That's got to be fun, just an all-out blitz.
He had a great time the last down, so let's do it again.
Man, Cody Croft's got to be – we got to look for 32. Somebody put a body on 32.
I'm sure that's what he's saying. Somebody help him. Oh, my gosh. Man. Come on, Chargers.
We had two guys jump right there.
We were getting too excited. I mean, we're doing what we want. We're putting pressure on him, but, man, you can't give him a quick 10 yards. It was third down at about 24, and now it's third down at about 14.
Yeah, we had Omari and Gavin right there jumping at the same time, but everybody wants to get in that sack column.
Yeah, well,
got to get in that stat column.
Chargers call a timeout so coach can say, "Hey, we're going to get pressure on him. There's no need to leave early."
Yeah, we don't have to leave early.
All right, so that gives me a chance to say thank you to Venue Catering for their continued support. They take amazing care of their students every day at lunch and take great care of Rick Hansing because they got the state's best gourmet concessions.
I like to get here early and stop by before I come here.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, you got to stop by.
Just grab a little something.
Something.
Oh, that reminds me, we got to a shout out to the candy man who brought a little popcorn to us.
Oh man, Rick Lahadney, man, he takes care of us. The hardest thing to do is once you start eating it, you can't put it down.
I'm sorry to the listeners out there because he brought us popcorn.
Yeah, because in the second half we're going to be like crunching in everyone's ears. So if you hear that noise, that's what it is. We'll try not to do that. But
they're going to say 3rd and 15. We'll see what the Chargers do here, trying to calm down. And this time it's a quick throw. It's out to Mojo. Can Colby bring him down? And he does. Tackle. That's great defense by Colby Lewis.
Man, he's one-on-one out there. Landon Lahadney comes up with the ball.
Man, very impressive.
Down right there. Yeah, that was impressive coverage from the corner.
So 4th down, and it looks like Purcell's going to be punting this time around. Man, that is Colby Lewis had a great game against Perkins Tryon. I called that game with Max Chard, and he was undersized, but he would always come up with the deflection. I mean, he just never gave up on the ball until he batted it away.
Well, there's one thing to get there, but you got to you make the tackle when you get there, which he did.
It's a deep kick. Gagnon Freeman trying to track it down. At the 20-yard line. See if he has space to the right side.
We got a block in the back right there.
I see a flag down, and Gavin goes down about the 40-yard line, but that is going to be a penalty.
Yeah, we got a block in the back right there, Mark, right about the 35-yard line. Which, how many punt returns do you see that don't have flags nowadays?
Right, it's always a block
at any level. I mean, you can, and that's why there's no big returns. They always come back.
That's a shame.
I know because it's such an exciting part of the game, but I saw it. I mean, we were guilty as charged, so we did it.
All right, so we are going to be backed up to about the 22, 23-yard line and let the offense go. We're ahead 14-0, and let's see what we can do here.
Yeah. Offense has a little bit more of a challenge here with a little longer field. Let's see.
We're up to the challenge.
Yes, we are. And more.
Philip Smithman in motion. He always attracts some attention. And it's a pass the other way. You better make sure that goes out of bounds and make sure it is not. That was to Peyton Ernest who couldn't corral it, but I was worried it was not.
Again, that's a tough pass to complete. I mean, we saw it with Croth and the Purcell running back. I mean, that's a tough pass to complete. Got to be some touch. Got to give the guy time to get out there.
Well,
just a lot of things.
And like you said, if there's too much touch, the defense is right there.
Yeah,
so
right.
you want to get it to him in a hurry, but so he can catch it.
And you want to lead him just a little bit so you don't you're making sure not throwing it backwards.
2nd and 10 on the incompletion. Let's see what Jackson Jobe does here. This time he keeps it. He's trying to find an opening and does. He needs to corral that ball a little bit better, but he does have enough for the first down right about the 35-yard line.
He was trying to jump over Gavin Freeman right there. Yeah, he had the ball out there, carrying it like a loaf of bread, they used to say.
Yeah, that is
I'm showing my age by saying that.
No, I know. That's the Sooner wishbone you're talking about.
Right.
But I want him to tuck that away a little more.
Yeah, he looked a little bit like Thomas Lott right there.
You're exactly right. We are two old guys talking about high school football.
Talking about the Sooners, yeah. Yeah. Well, I was going to pick on the Sooners a while ago when we talked about tackling from the secondary. I mean, we had a lot of Sooners around the ball last Saturday night, but not a lot of tackles being made.
Bring him down.
Yeah.
That was the Sooners of old, of last year, the defense of last year.
Yeah, right.
1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. We'll see what the Chargers do here. It's a handoff to Peyton Ernest, who makes a great move, gets to the outside, can't quite keep his feet, but gets down to the 42-yard line. This is going to be a good 5-yard gain.
Well, Mark, that looked like a big gainer right there. If he just would have kept his feet, he was going to get to the sideline here.
That was a nice move to get break free. Just couldn't quite keep his feet.
The old shoestring tackle right there brings him down.
They're going to give him 6 on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 4.
He's got a quick burst too. You know what?
He's a fast player. He's played basketball with Bryce for a long time. He's a very good athlete, and he's fast.
It doesn't take him long to get up to full speed, I can tell you that.
Yeah, we were
That's
talking
impressive.
about him last week at the Thunder and Lightning with Jaden Williams.
Yeah.
Job with the keep. He's looking to throw it. Smithman's open. He takes a hit. It doesn't bother him at all. He's still on his feet.
Oh, he almost broke that tackle right there.
Down at the 42-yard line with then he take a big shot as soon as he caught it, but didn't seem to affect him at all.
Well, he broke 3 tackles there, 2 for sure. He tried to get out of that last. Ruben Leverage was the first one there, and then couldn't see who had him by the shoe top right there, but that was a true shoestring tackle, or Phillip was going to take that one to the house too.
Yeah, that's a nice throw. I'd like to keep that down a little bit so Phillip didn't take a shot.
You know, that's Jackson's bread and butter. You get him rolling to the right there, and he can show off that arm and accuracy there.
So there's an update on Berry Hill Stigler. It's tied 7-all, so we'll be definitely keeping an eye on that, as one of those will be the Chargers' opponent next week, assuming the Chargers win here.
Assuming.
All right, Peyton Ernest looking for blocks.
Yep.
Shows good patience and gets 9 yards on the carry.
Yeah, I like it. He was waiting on Will Dunn right there. Nice cut right off his block. Got upfield for 2 or 3 more yards. We got a lot of guys who can play running back.
And play it well. So 2nd and 1.
Just kind of offense by committee tonight. There's been a lot of playmakers out there. We had too many on the field there.
Yeah, it looks like Jaden Williams trying to get off, but we were able to call timeout, I guess, before the penalty.
He's going to wave that off, yeah.
So Chargers use a second timeout. We're still in the first quarter at 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Chargers leading 14-0. And, Rick, tell me about your taco addiction.
Well, you weren't supposed to tell anyone, but the patient privilege is out the window. So So everybody knows now.
All right, just tell me.
Yeah, I need prayer from everybody out there now. Charger Vision would like to thank presenting sponsor Fuzzy's Taco Shop. There's no better game day restaurant, fresh, fast, and fun. Stop in at Chisholm Creek after the game or visit one of their locations in Edmond, Bricktown, Norman, Stillwater, and now open in Moore. Fuzzy's, welcome to, I guess, my new addiction, not yours, so I can change that now.
I also have that addiction, Rick.
Okay,
I will admit it.
You're not just trying to make me feel better?
No.
Okay.
They're very good.
Okay, good.
Also, Texadelphia Social Grill, I definitely want to thank them. They're a presenting sponsor of Charger Vision since 2013. Tex-Mex meets Philly cheesesteak, and your taste buds are the winner. Stop by the Lower Bricktown location and make every day a Texadelphia day. All right, so Chargers, 2nd and 4. We got Phillip in motion. And this time they're looking to throw. Jackson Jobe trying to keep his feet. Cuts up field, still on his feet.
Exactly what we were talking about.
And he runs the 30-yard line, cuts it up field. Hold on to the ball. He's at the 20. Takes it down about the 18-yard line. He was kind of moving in slow motion, but nobody could tackle him.
You know what I was afraid of? The back judge, he almost put the I guess that's the referee, but he almost put the ball down on the ground. And as you know, in high school and college, you can't do that. So once the ball hits, you're down. But he got dangerously close to that. That's all I was worried about on that play.
Well, it looked
and then at the end, I wanted him to tuck it a little bit.
Or go out of bounds, like you said.
Yeah.
He wants to cut up field for another 5 yards. I want him to keep playing. I don't want him in a dangerous spot.
Yeah, we'd like him to get out of bounds.
So after the scramble, that's at the 18-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Chargers. There's a good look at Coach Bogert.
Man, what kind of record is that?
Man, unhappy about something. He is cranky about the too many men on the field again. I think we're about to get called for it as we can't get our substitution down.
Yeah, he's getting into him pretty good again. That's one thing we didn't talk about. Keys to the game that we've needed to address all year. Penalties have been a problem, and a lot of them has been. This kind of stuff. Too many guys on the field. And I know we're multiple. We got a lot of guys coming in and out. But, this late in the season, I can see why Coach Brett might be a little bit frustrated at this point.
Maybe we should have that fixed by now. But,
But we do have a lot. We got a lot of skill positions out there.
We do. A lot of substitution patterns. I agree.
Yeah, we got lots of packages. There we go. Bearhead goes on top. 14-7.
Keep an eye on that.
That game's moving a little faster than ours. Mark, that's the second quarter already down there.
Well, we're throwing it around the yard here, and so it stops the clock a lot.
And we're getting some penalties here that Coach Brett wants to talk about.
Yeah, 1st and 10. We've been using all our timeouts. We are not out of the first quarter. All right, Jackson Joe takes the handoff. Play action, Philip Smitherman.
Look at that throw.
Deep. Joe Washington keeps his feet in. Touchdown for an 18-yard touchdown to Joe Washington.
I'll tell you what, man, that was a frozen rope right there. I mean, that's a big league arm. That's 30 yards on the line right there.
I thought he was going to Philip Smitherman out for about a 5-yard pass to the outside and see what he did with it. But he frozen rope to Washington in the end zone by himself.
That's a long throw. Boy, Joe was creeping along the back end, the end line of the end zone right there.
He did a good job of keeping down both feet, but he only needs one. But he did a good job of making sure his feet were inbounds. Luke Butler up and good. This is 21-0. Your Heritage Hall Chargers.
That was a great play by Joe. They were just creeping along the back of the end zone there, and Purcell lost him in coverage.
Well, and then I'm telling you, Phil, everybody. The scouting report is you better watch Philip Smitherman, and so they're watching him. And next thing you know, there's other guys open. And Joe Washington just got deeper than everybody else, and they were not paying enough attention to him. He showed him a mistake.
Philip, he attracts a crowd, I'm sure. And if you're not looking for 2-4 on the opposing team, then you haven't done your homework.
So your Heritage Hall Chargers leading 21-0. The offense is looking very sharp. This time they had a longer field, and other than the timeouts they burned, they moved it pretty efficiently down the field.
Offense, when it gets going, been really efficient. We just had a couple of interruptions here. Still a little bit of participation penalties, but
well, he had to burn the timeout so he don't get called for those. But yeah, I hear you. We get that ironed out. This time Luke Butler with a little bit of pooch kick. And Mojo wants it and gets it about the 10. Looking for an opening. He's got nowhere to go. Tackled right about the 23-yard line.
I like our guys. They started breaking down about 5 to 7 yards from the ball there and realizing the speed and the agility he's got. So that's great coverage right there.
Yeah, and I'd rather him not even get it in his hand, but the coverage was excellent.
It was, yeah. We got a nice little bubble around him. Like I said, everybody broke down. That way you don't run by him or dive at him, so it makes it a lot harder to get by you.
1st and 10, they're saying ball at the 24-yard line.
We got Matthew McClintock running out on defense. We had 10 for a while.
Oh, nice catch, but takes a big hit from Landon Lahadney right at the 29-yard line.
Wow, that was well timed up right there by Landon.
Nick Albright with the catch, but man, he hit him hard.
Man.
Landon's one of those guys, just like Hardy Bowers. I put them both in the same category. They are both a little undersized, but they bring the wood. They're not afraid of contact at all.
Well, that's you can't coach that either. That's instinct right there and timing.
Well, that hurt me.
Yeah. You saw that one coming too.
2nd and 5 after the completion to Albright.
Good coverage too right here. Yep.
Most picked off. That's good defense. And Connor Keith.
We had Mojo double covered across the middle right there. And then we had Landon Lahadney running with their back all the way down on the wheel route. So he had no place to go with the ball.
Yeah, Connor Keith almost able to undercut it and get it.
Yeah, that's probably, Mark, that on a check down, that's probably his 3rd read right there. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's good defense. That's exactly what you're saying. So 3rd and 5. Colby Lewis giving all kinds of room to the wide receivers.
Looks like Landon's.
He's thinking about going to get it.
Like he's going to come on the blitz, so they moved.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Connor Keith was getting them all excited.
Yeah,
it's going to make it 3rd and 10 now.
Slot receiver across the way move too. So finally a penalty on someone else besides the Chargers.
Well, we're starting to get in their head a little bit on the
blitzing.
Yeah,
I don't blame him. The right tackle moved, and then the slot receiver moved too.
Procedure penalty against Purcell.
So 3rd and 10. The Chargers defense putting on a show so far. Hopefully they can keep it up on this 3rd down play. Croft looking to throw.
Here comes Will Dunn.
Oh, got a nice move to get open. Tries to throw it, but falls incomplete. 3 Chargers are there. Landon Lahadney, Philip Smitherman, and Colby Lewis all trying to get on Mojo.
Triple team into Mojo right there. And you know, your instinct is to want to say, well, there's 3 guys on him, but someone's open. Well, he's got no time to check that down to see who's open. I mean, he's got to try to go there.
Yeah, he's running for his life a little bit.
Yeah, Will Dunn got past his block right.
Charger revision, let's take a look. Landon Lahadney bringing the wood. That is just don't come into my zone.
You know what he did? You know what he did right there? He didn't lead with his, led with the shoulder right there. So no penalty at all right there.
No, that's a great tackle. Oh, it's almost blocked, but the punt goes up. Gavin Frere catches it right about the 45-yard line. It's a good decision by Gavin Freeman.
Yeah, got a bit of south wind there, too. That ball got hung up a little bit.
45-yard line.
Mark, what I was going to say about that hit with Landon, you know what that does for you later on in the game. Those guys come across the middle, they're going to be
alligator arm
in that. So that makes you put one hit like that, it makes your job a little bit easier on defense the rest of the night, because I guarantee you that you're peeking when you come across the middle.
You don't even have to say, don't come in here then.
Yeah, that's
they
right.
They know it.
Yeah, and if it's not 18, it's going to be 12 or 24.
Chargers with a unique formation here as they're trying to see what they can do. Jackson Jobe looking to throw. There's nobody on the right side. Philip Smitherman cuts off his route, and Jackson Jobe's got nowhere to go except he goes deep.
Oh.
Gavin Freeman just a little over his head as
if he would have kept running right there, that's a touchdown.
I think he may have lost it.
Probably did. Yeah, there's 3 Dragons running back there.
But that was a unique formation.
The
Chargers look like they're about to do the same thing and flip the field the other way. Do the exact same thing on the other side. I think they run about 4 or 5 plays out here.
We got 5 linemen on the right side. They're split out wide.
Purcell is not sure how to defend this. Jackson Jobe just looking to launch it. It's a quick throw over to, who is that?
Looks like Gavin Freeman.
Yeah, Gavin Freeman. It's going to be a little short of the first down. It's going to bring up the third to about 3.
I think we might be watching some 8-man film or what on some of these formations.
Let's take the lineman out of the picture.
I like it. I like how they're mixing it up. I like it.
You got to keep. People are going to be watching film on us.
You got to put it out there. That's for sure.
I don't care if it's a smoke screen or if it's successful, but they got to defend it.
Now we're going basic here. Back to something we know.
Yeah, 3rd and 4. This time it's a handoff to Peyton Ernest. Oh, no, it's not. It's play action. Jackson Jobe goes down. It's going to be a sack. He's going to lose some yards here. Coach Bogert is going to have a decision to make on 4th and about 8.
That's good penetration right there by 55, Caden Bonham right there. I thought Jackson was going to get out of that with the stiff arm, but
and I went for play fake. I thought he handed it off to Peyton Ernest.
4th and 8.
We might remember that play and give it to him next time.
Well, it's just a decision to make. It's a quick read for the quarterback, but it's quick.
Yeah, it's that RPO, that run-pass option that everybody runs.
All right, Chargers looking to hurry it up here on 4th and 8. 2 seconds left. Can they get the play off? It does not get it off. It's the end of the first quarter. Your Heritage Chargers leading 21-0. It's going to be a 4th down play coming up to start the second quarter. We will go to commercial and be right back.
We all want a chance to grow, to use the present to impact the future. Every day, this field is a place to play for thousands of our students. And this place, this field, changes everything. This field is more because the future plays here.
Welcome back to Potbury Memorial Field. I am Mark Carlin here with Rick Hansing, and your Heritage Hall Chargers on 4th down, looking to try to make a play, see if they can keep the chains going. It is caught by Philip Smitherman, a great catch right about the 31-yard line, which is going to be a 1st down. That's a great catch, as Jackson Jobe was trying to wait till he got open and then threw it right on the sideline.
Right. Great catch, but even a better job with the footwork right there. Try to get a foot down and down.
Charger vision. Let's say I thought we were going to see the replay there. That was a great footwork by Philip Smitherman.
Yeah, because like I said, first of all, you got to catch the ball, but then you got to worry about getting your feet down, and you get a split second to do it.
That's next level stuff, Rick.
That is next level. That's why he's going. He is next level.
First and 10 for the Chargers, ball at the 31. This time it's a quick handoff to Colby Lewis looking for an opening, and he's taken down after about a 2 to 3 yard gain. Has some big guys on the line.
Yeah, 72 there. Plays offensive, plays right tackle for him. Jason Shea. Yeah, they've got some good size.
They got 270. They got him at 5'11", 270.
Yeah, they've got some good size in there on the interior of that line. Got a good-looking defense. Chargers offense is just clicking tonight.
Well, we're moving fast where they don't. You're not letting those big guys
get
set.
Oh, we just had to slip somebody else on.
Colby Lewis trying to line him up with Hardy Bowers. This time it's Jaden Williams who's just running over people and gets the first down right at the 20-yard line. Maybe the 19, but that is just, he's big and strong.
Yeah, that's a great stiff arm right there. Ruben Leverage comes in and didn't have the leverage.
Well said.
Yeah, Jaden had it right there. There's a good, watch the stiff arm right there. There's another one.
Get out of my way.
Yeah.
Nice spin move to go with it.
Nick Albright came out and got a stiff arm from Jaden as well. Now we got Phillip back there.
First and 10. Chargers at the 19.
Is that Robert in there too?
That's Phillip Smitherman, and they Will Dunn. Can he make the catch? And
my
gosh. I
gosh.
thought he had the one-handed catch.
Wow. He almost had the Odell Beckham catch in the back of the end zone. He had that ball for a long time. I wonder if we have that.
Me too. I'd love to see that replay if we have it.
That was in his hand a long time.
I thought he was going to be able to come down with it. I couldn't tell if he was in bounds or not, but that was impressive.
I think he was in bounds.
Let's see what we can find out here. We might take a look at that in a minute. That was almost a spectacular catch.
That'd be great to see that one because he, like you're saying, he almost came down with that.
One-handed.
I think the ground caused, when he hit the ground, it caused him to jar it loose.
Second and 10. Nobody in the backfield with Joe. Looking to throw. It's a quick throw over to Will Dunn this time. There's a flag on the play. 2 flags on the play, but he makes the catch and gets the first down, but that's pending the penalty.
Yeah, it's a block in the back there on Phillip as he came across.
That was a nice catch. They're trying to get Will Dunn involved.
They need to.
The senior. All right, let's see what we can find out in the back of the end zone here.
He releases there from his tight end spot. That's a little post.
He gets deeper than the defenders. He tries to throw right up over them. One hand. Can I bring it down? Oh, so close as it bounces through.
Tipped it to himself first. Yeah, almost had that.
I mean, I say work on it. I mean, I've seen him doing that in the JV games, just goofing around, but all those guys are trying to make a one-handed catch these days. I thought he had that one.
Well, you see it on Sundays. These guys, when they warm up, they don't use 2 hands.
All right, second and 12. Jackson Jobe looking to throw. He does throw it out there to Gavin Freeman. He's got some open room. He's at the 10. Cuts it back upfield. Still on his feet.
Good run.
Touchdown, Gavin Freeman.
Yeah, I like that.
21 yards out.
I love that play design right there. Just wait on it. Jackson rolls to him and hits him with a strike right there.
Charger revision right there. Looks like he could run it. Throws it out to the
it's a true run
Gavin
pass
Freeman
option.
Way out there.
Well, he got the defensive end, and
it's a nice cutback.
You're in no man's land right there if you're 85. You don't know whether to run at Jackson or go out and get the receiver. So you option off of that one guy, Mark, and great execution right there.
Well, it's like you said. It's just you're forcing the defense to make a decision, and you pick the other, whatever they give you.
Right. Yeah. You run over to Gavin. I'm going to turn it upfield on you.
Very impressive play. The Chargers leading 28-0 with 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Well, that didn't take long. We even had a penalty on that one big play by Will Dunn too. He cut that second round. He cut that one.
Very nice. Sorry that was negated for penalty, but I like it. I say keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, I like it.
I want to see him catch the ball in the middle of the field and turn upfield and some safety trying to take that on.
I want to do the Chris Merman. I want to make a run and stuff. Here we go.
Oh, the way. So just an update on the Thunder. 76ers leading 29-28. I'm sure nobody's watching that game and listening to us, but just to keep you updated.
Just in case you
Luke Butler kind of pooch kicking it over to number 20. Nick Albright. Well, that's going to give hopefully not Mojo a chance. I mean, I thought that all worked to perfection, but it looks like someone jumped off sides.
You'll see procedure called on that a lot. You see offside.
And we'll give this a second chance from 5 yards farther back.
Well, we got a bunch of starters on the kickoff team.
This time it's up, and they kick it the other way to 42, who we don't
There's our
know.
guy again.
He catches it. He's trying to reverse his field and then just taken down hard about the 28-yard line for Phil Smillerman.
Like I said, we got a lot of starters on the kickoff team.
We don't want them to get any traction.
No, that was he was trying to get some traction until Phillip cut down the angle there.
All right, an extra special thanks to one of our most exciting sponsors, Heyday Entertainment. It's jam-packed with family fun, a bi-level laser tag arena with bridges and ramps, mini golf, ropes, course, arcade, and pizza. Visit them at Lower Bricktown or in Norman and watch the game the Heyday way.
Wow, bi-level, I like that.
That's multi-level to you.
It's multi-level tag arena.
1st and 10, they're taking over at the 29-yard line. Chargers defense has been very strong so far. Man in motion. This time they hand it off, but the the defensive line is right there. That's Wofford that just doesn't get anywhere, maybe a yard.
They've only run it a couple of times. They'll kind of trying to keep you honest right there, Mark, with the seldom used run play from the Dragons.
Rory Walker showing off for the camera there. He wants to see some playing time later tonight.
I've seen someone do that before.
2nd and 9. Croft looking to throw.
Nice.
Throws it up to Mojo, trying to break free, and he gets hit hard by multiple Chargers. Hardy Bowers and Gavin Freeman take him down for an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, but he's, you can see why he's one of the major contributors. He looks to be pretty electric when he gets the ball there. I know that was only a few yards gain there, but
I'm scared if he gets ahead of steam.
Yeah.
So far, luckily, he has not.
He has not, that's for sure.
3rd and 2 for the Chargers defense. They hand it off to number 7, who gets around the corner. It looks like he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, that's the first time they've made the corner there. It's
Creed Smith.
Sophomore running back.
Yep, I mean, that's going to keep the chains moving. I think that's, I'd say, a win for the Dragons.
Yeah, that's right. It's odd that you call a 3-yard gain a win, but they got to the corner first time on the Charger defense. It's hard to do against that kind of pursuit that we've got.
It is. Melvin running back in, Amari Smith coming out, and Jackson Jobe coming out, getting a breather. Croft has got multiple people in the backfield. This time it's hand up to Wofford, who's taken down right away. It's Sam Wofford. It's going to be a 4-yard gain, or a 4-yard loss, excuse me.
Well, Hardy timed that up just right from his linebacker spot. It almost looked like he got the handoff.
You know, I told you Addison Love got up a little gimpy on the, I think it was the first series, and I have not seen him in the backfield since, so he may be injured.
Yeah, that's right. They've been running Creed Smith back there.
Yeah, and
first
Wofford
down
a lot.
Yeah, and Wofford a run.
But I haven't seen Addison Love back there, so he may be a little dinged up.
Might look for him on the sidelines and see if they're talking to him.
7-yard loss. Croft looking to
like
throw
a
it
hold
here.
Right there.
This time he throws it up. Oh, good defense as Peyton Ernest bats it away right before it could be caught by number 20, Nick Albright.
Looked like Jaden Williams was getting some penetration right there. Looked like he was held, but no flag.
Bring up 3rd and 17. That's good defense. We're playing a little bit of a, I don't know what I would call it, not an umbrella defense, but just a kind of an extra DB back there, making sure nobody breaks free.
Yeah, kind of a bit of a prevent on the back end. Cover 2, we got 2 safeties back.
3rd and 17.
Look at here. Look at that. Jaden Williams gets in there. I mean, that is pursuit. That is quick right there. Quickness.
Yeah, they're going.
And the ability to finish the play off when you get there.
It's strong.
Good look at Jaden right there. That was great defensive play. That's what he was going to do last time he was held, but man, got the quarterback fast right there.
It's going to bring up 4th down and long. 4th and 22, they say. And so the punting unit is out there. Gavin Freeman is waiting at about the 45-yard line. You got the rugby punt.
Let's look for a big run back here.
They're so close to blocking that.
If he feels it,
Gavin Freeman catches it cleanly, trying
right
to outrun it, but taken down hard right about the 47-yard line.
Looked like a horse collar, but maybe he didn't get inside the pads there right there.
He was close to breaking that to the outside, and I think he wanted it.
Man, he just almost had Creed Smith out run right there to the boundary. If he gets to the boundary right there, that's a long return.
The Chargers take over at the 47-yard line. Offense is, let me think about this. I think they've scored on every time they touch the ball.
Yeah, going back to that defense, I almost like Jaden Williams. I like him as much on defense as I do on offense.
Right.
I mean, he's making some plays.
Well, he's fast, and like you said, he's strong.
He's powerful. He finishes the play when he gets there.
He's gained a lot of muscle over the summer, and he's showing it off.
You can tell.
So Washington in motion a little bit. It's a quick throw this time, but the ball's batted down, intended for Philip Smitherman, but falls incomplete. Joe takes a hit. It was 65 putting pressure on him. Who I don't have.
65.
Oh, 66 maybe.
Gabe Payne. I thought it was 55, but it wasn't. Caden Bonham. Yeah, he took a shot right there. I couldn't see who got a hand on that mark, but that was intended for Philip Smitherman right there. Play fake to Jaden there.
2nd and 10. 4 wide receivers out there. Is Jaden still in the backfield?
Yeah.
He is. It's a quick throw to Philip Smitherman, who was on his knees. Caught it on his knees, so he can't take off.
Yeah,
but he catches it about the 47.
Yeah.
It's going to be a positive game, but it's going to bring up 3rd and about 5.
He can't do that until he goes up a couple levels. Not saying he won't.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm not putting anything past him.
That's right.
3rd and 5 for the Chargers. Same look, a lot of wide receivers, 2 on each side. Jackson Jobe looking to throw.
Right in the middle of the field.
They're throwing it deep to the outside.
Oh,
Joe Washington, but there is a flag on the play. Joe had a chance to make the catch, but we'll see if he's interfered with by number 20, Nick Albright.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was going to hit Gavin on the post or Joe on the fly route. They're going to pick up the flag, it looks like. Better call it on offensive pass interference, but
No, they're marching it off.
yeah, they let the flag stand. Threw that ball about 50 yards in the air.
That doesn't seem to bother him.
Against the wind.
Yeah.
That's Chargers moving from left to right, so north to south.
That's good.
Into a pretty stiff breeze.
Yeah, I agree. He's got we've talked about it. He's got a very strong arm.
Yeah, I'd say Cannon.
1st and 10, ball at the 33-yard line after the pass interference call. This one's tightened up a little bit. It's a handoff to Jaden Williams, who runs right at the middle. He's still on his feet.
Stiff arm again.
Keep that ball tucked away. Still on his feet. Does not want to go down easy.
Man.
Tackle to the 22. I think it's going to be enough for the 1st.
I love the stiff arm mark. That's just great to watch that when it works.
Is it Carolyn gives you that all the time? Stiff arm?
Yeah, I'm used to it. Yeah, I'm used to it. It's hard to defend.
Yeah.
You know it's coming. You know it's coming. You know, man, you just can't do anything about it. There it is, right there.
You're just throwing people away. That's impressive. That's like Earl Campbell-esque.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
Like, put your hand right in the middle of his chest and throw him aside.
Well, he wore 20 in college, didn't he?
I think that's right.
Earl Campbell.
1st and 10. And this time it's Philip.
Philip's like, give me that ball. I want to run with it. Look
Well,
at there.
he's going.
Oh,
he's making all kinds of moves. Gets it right down to about the 3-yard line as a nice run. Nice 20-yard run. Tackled right about the 4.
That's he looked like a water bug right there, man. He was in and out, in and out.
Lost his shoe along the way. I know.
He's got so many moves, his shoes come off.
Let's Charger revision, but yeah.
Let's see how many moves he makes there.
One. And I'll see you later. 2. I think it's 3.
There's a little stiff arm. Another one inside.
Back outside.
Somebody gets.
About the 5th one, they have to rip a shoe off just to slow him down.
Amari got a little bonus there on the sidelines. The referee saw it. I guess it wasn't late or too far out of bounds.
1st and goal, ball about the 5.
Yeah, pay it off
Jaden
here.
Williams just
Yeah,
dances in the end zone for a 4-yard run, 4-yard touchdown.
Yeah, the more he gets it, the fewer willing tacklers you're going to have.
Yeah. That's
that
impressive.
That used to happen in the tank too. Remember?
Yeah. You just get tired of tackling
You just
that.
you just get tired of seeing that. You know, you don't want to see that coming at you again.
Oh man, no.
Not again. Because he's getting to the next level really fast. You know, he's on the linebackers because offensive line's doing such a good job.
Jerome Bettis for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
He's just, I'm tired of tackling this guy.
It's like that commercial, Jerome Bettis on your flag
Yes.
football team. 49 to
Keep
nothing.
going, boss.
49 to nothing.
All right, so we're at 35 to nothing.
Chargers having fun now.
They are.
35-0.
They are dialed in tonight against the Purcell Dragons.
Yeah, they got our attention. We got some focus. Tonight.
All right, so Chargers would like to thank longtime sponsor Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City for their support. Visit them at their Edmond location or online at Mercedes-Benz-of-OKC.com. Mercedes-Benz of OKC, the best or nothing.
Have you seen that dealership?
I know.
Man, you need to see that.
They don't let my kind in the Mercedes
Tell you what, man, it is cool. Just drive by. They don't care if you drive by. Hey, it don't cost something to drive by.
Okay, let's talk about Joe Cooper Ford because that's more.
That's
my,
nice too.
Yeah,
He's got a location right across the
that's
street,
more
as you know.
bailiwick.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank him for his sponsorship. Visit their Edmond, Yukon, Shawnee, or Tulsa showroom, or check them out online at joecooperford.com to find your new ride. Joe Cooper Ford, home of the $10,000 deal.
You know what I like to say?
I know it. Just go. Do it.
Who loves you, Oklahoma?
It's Joe Cooper Ford.
There we go. Yeah.
I was putting that. I was making Rick Stevenson do it last week.
He doesn't like to do it.
He's like, all right.
All right. Yeah, that's too easy.
Too easy. Uh-oh, they're letting Mojo get his hands on it. I think we're getting greedy. He's trying to turn on the Jets. The pursuit is there, but we haven't brought him down yet. He's at the 25, trying to get out of bounds right about the 29-yard line.
He's been watching Jaden Williams run with it. He used his own stiff arm right there.
It's good pursuit. He was kind of dancing around. I say looking for an opening, but there wasn't one there. I'm happy to say.
Yeah, we're breaking down. He's been well scouted. We know where the playmakers are.
So we're at 35-0 with 5 minutes 15 seconds left. The Chargers are playing extremely well so far this game.
Yeah, they're firing on all cylinders. Defense is making it really some tough sledding for Croft and all the Panther skill guys. It's or Dragon skill guys. It's really making it tough on them. Lots of pressure.
Croft this time, it's a handoff to Wofford, but he's got nowhere to go. Is that Will Dunn?
Yeah, just slanted down from his DN position right there. It makes a nice tackle. And he gets up a little gimpy too, Mark.
There's a good look at the jungle.
What's the theme tonight? Jerseys, I guess.
Well, it looks like a Steelers jersey there. I like
There's
it.
a Sooners jersey.
Sorry the Steelers couldn't perform a little better last night.
Well, it's kind of tough when you're getting hit over the head with your own helmet.
Right. That's
kind of tough.
Not the way we play normally.
All
right, Croft looking for a throw.
Good route right there.
That's a nice catch by Creed Smith. He's hit right away, but impressive catch. He didn't. I don't think he cared for that hit in the back, but it is football.
No, it's a contact sport, but that was a nice throwing catch right there by Croft and Smith.
About the 43-yard line, that is a nice throw and catch, as Croft hadn't had a whole lot of time to throw and hadn't had a lot of open receivers when he has had time. So
I could see this offense, Mark. If you let him get some rhythm, I could see him putting some points up. But
Will Dunn's coming in a hurry after Croft. It is caught by Mojo, but it's for a loss. Or maybe they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Barely, but tell you what, Mark, just really the pressure's been turned up. Chargers are really turning it up tonight. And that, penetration on a roll play like that kills, that kills that play.
I'm rolling so I don't get any penetration.
That's right, yeah. And all of a sudden I got penetration. You guys are you're supposed to keep containment, but you keep coming up field too.
Somebody go after the pocket. I'm going over here.
Yeah, that's right.
2nd and 10, 3:46 and counting before halftime. Croft looking to throw. It's a little screen pass.
Good play call.
The Chargers are there. Wofford is taken down for a 2-yard loss.
I mean, I like the play call though, Mark. You got that much penetration. You got guys just coming downhill on you. Throw a nice little screen pass, but look, our second level is right there waiting on him. So
Marty Bowers and company.
Yeah, they did not over pursue, which is easy to do on that screen pass. We
are rotating a lot of guys in and out, which I like to keep them fresh, but you you got to pay attention to
Yeah,
make sure we
that's
don't
right,
have
yeah.
too many or too little.
Yeah, we got to make sure and see what package we have in there.
So 3rd and 11. We're going to say a 1-yard loss. And Croft looking to throw, and they are on him, and they keep containment, and he throws it right to the coach. That's a nice catch.
It's going to be a flag right there on. I couldn't really tell. They're looking at.
I'm going to give Tracy Scott the completion on the sideline.
Addison Love is back in the game. He was involved in that. I don't know if they're going to call that
intentional grounding.
It looked like he was outside the tackle box. Is that not a rule in high school?
I would have.
He was well beyond
the
tackle box. I guess it's not.
There was nobody there but the coach, but they are going to call it on him. Loss of down. That's going to bring out the punting unit.
I don't see their coaches. Well, he's talking to the referee. I don't know if he's. Maybe that's not a. I'll have to do some homework on. Maybe that's not a thing.
I thought it was just from the spot of the what would have been a sack. But there
and loss of down.
Right. So it's definitely 4th down and long after the.
Look at Gavin back there. I mean, he's looking at his chops. He's hoping for a line drive punt right here and get some return yardage.
Man, I've seen him put on a show in some junior varsity games.
Yeah, he can.
It's a low snap. Chargers are so close to blocking that, but they can't quite get it. Gavin Freeman stays away from it. Maybe they got a piece of it. Who was that? That looked like River Faulkner got in there and maybe got a fingernail on it.
He's acting like he got a piece of that ball.
It bounces out of bounds on the plus side. We're at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, we've had some really good starting field position tonight. We've definitely won the field position battle so far.
Yep, our offense is definitely. I think we've only had to go more than about 40 yards. Well, maybe.
We had that long field a while ago, but that was the only time the rugby punt worked.
That's a good Coach Mark Adams trying to coach him up, saying, man, you're close. I need to take this angle, and you've got it. Jackson Job's still looking to throw. He's got nowhere to go, but he tries to find a man. Oh, it's a big hit. Peyton Ernest, he falls incomplete. He takes a shot in the back, but I think it was Nick Albright that may have taken the worst end of that.
Yeah, I think he got the raw end of that deal. You know, people don't like to hear it, Mark, but you know what I always say on that? Go ahead and catch it because you're going to get hit anyway if you don't. You know, might as well go ahead and catch it. It's easier said than done.
Oh, yeah. I thought he had a good chance at it, but, man, he took a shot.
Yes, he did.
And, I mean, like I said, there's a shot at Nick Albright, who is, I think he's trying to stretch out after that, after the shot he delivered, but I think he took the worst end.
Yeah, he might have gotten a bit of a stinger, but he's acting like it's lower body's bothering him a little bit.
I think he just shrunk about 2 inches.
That's what you got. Look, you got a hitch in your get along there.
All right, Jackson Job airing it out.
Good throw. Same route. That's the same route they ran a while ago.
The Joe Washington trying to get underneath it, but it's pretty good coverage.
Yeah, he was double
falls
covered.
Incomplete.
Yeah, he was double covered there. Had some safety help over the top. But, yeah, it's good coverage there by the Dragon secondary.
So we're at 3rd and 10. You know, actually would, at this point, encourage the Chargers to start running a little bit more. We're at 3rd and 10.
You got somewhere to go?
No, just when you're ahead by 35, I'm thinking.
Shrink the game a little bit?
Yeah.
Shorten the game a little bit?
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to get to Chick-fil-A before they close.
Well, I mean, what time is Fuzzy Slows?
Man, we got time to go there.
There's always Whataburger. All right, 3rd and 10. This time it is a handoff.
Great run.
And Jaden Williams, okay.
Wow.
I think Coach Bogert is listening to us because he's listening to the advice that we have. Hey, let's just run it. It's a nice 12-yard gain from Jaden Williams, who's running over people.
Man, he is. He went for the looked like he was going to try to stiff arm there, but guy was like, I've seen this play before. He went low on him right quick. He's like, I'll see if I can go low on him.
I think going low is where you want to be, but that's easier said than done.
The only thing you want to hit on Jaden is his shin or his ankle. You don't want to hit any higher than that.
It's going for the shoestring.
Yeah, right.
All right, this time it's a quick throw to Philip Smitherman, who catches it and stops on a dime and gets the first down. That's about another 11 to 12 yards.
You know, Mark, that successful run game really sets up that play action and really opens up that 10 to 15-yard passing game because your linebackers have to freeze right there because they're looking for that run game for Jaden.
And it's a quick hitter. I mean,
it is a quick hitter.
Job is not he's not slowing down to make a decision. He's making it and going.
Gets out of his hands in a hurry.
This is a run again. Jaden Williams trying to get a good block, cuts up field.
Doesn't need one.
Still cuts up field. He's still on his feet,
Man,
and he is.
Man, that's the best I've seen him run.
He looks really strong tonight.
Man.
That's a 19-yard touchdown run from Jaden Williams.
Yeah, he cut her back twice on that. That's good vision right there.
That's his third touchdown of the evening. Let's look at the Charger replay here.
He had Will Dunn out in front of him, and he cuts it back, and you'll see him just spin into the end zone right there.
I mean, it's the blocking is so good he doesn't even have much resistance, and then when he does, he stiffs arm him and runs him over.
Well, you're automatically to the second level. You're automatically on the linebacker since our offensive line's doing such a good job. You make a move on a linebacker, and then the defensive backs are having to worry about their guys. So there's a cushion in there.
Well, that's impressive.
He's finding the soft spot in the defense, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's just good play calling.
Good
by Coach
execution.
Bogert, and great execution. And that's 3 touchdowns for Jaden Williams, who's lobbying for player of the game, and we're only in the first half.
I'll tell you what, he's doing more than lobbying. He's unlike the Democratic presidential nominee race, this one's not real crowded right now.
Yes. I am inclined to agree with you, sir.
Yeah.
Jackson Jobe, our Fuzzy's feature player of the game, is not having a bad night at all, but Jaden Williams is starting to steal the show.
Yeah, he's kind of like, hey, I've seen a lot of repeat winners of players of the game. I want to get my head. I want to get my number in there.
He's deserving so far for sure.
The only way he won't get it is if they put him on ice and not let him play the second half, which could happen. But we'll remember the first half of the game.
Oh, I've got it all. I've got copious notes.
Yeah, you've got it documented right here.
All right, so 42 trying to find an opening down to the 29-yard line. I'd love to give him credit because we say 42 a lot. I don't know who it is.
He's their MVP on their kick return team tonight for sure.
Well, I think we were happy to have it in his hands versus Mojo's.
Yeah, you don't want the Mojo to get it.
All right, so a huge thank you to Fields and Futures for supporting Charger Vision. Check them out at fieldsandfutures.org to find out how they're empowering coaches and kids to be something bigger than themselves. Fields and Futures, one field, one coach, one student at a time.
Man, they do some great work, man. Bringing the fields and redoing all the fields for all the schools, the inner city schools and Oklahoma City public schools. Great work.
Yep, I concur.
Look at that.
This time
First
it's
time
a breakout. That's Addison Love, who's finally gotten some positive yards.
Yeah, he came back on. I think you're right because I see he looks like he taped up he's got some tape on one of his ankles. He got dinged up the first play of the game.
Well, that was a strong run, and I'm happy we haven't seen any of that in the first half. But that's good for a first down. A ball at the 41-yard line. They're going to keep feeding him, see what he can do, but there's nothing there on that play.
You know, Mark, I don't think we have any starters in there on defense. Maybe Hardy, but a lot of the secondary guys are. Well, Landon's out there. Landon's out there.
Got to see Matthew McClintock.
Yeah. So we're
Davis
starting
Duncan is in there.
Yeah, we're starting to get some reserves in there on D, which is a good thing. Smart, yeah. Smart on several fronts actually. Comes Hardy on the blitz.
So Croft, it's Albright with the catch. He's got the first down and taken down right across midfield at about the 48-yard line.
That's a good play by A.J. Searles right there. He misses him, but when he circled, he didn't quit hustling. He circled back to him, Mark, and cut that down to about a 4 or 5 yard gain.
All right, 35 seconds left. The clock's winding down as the Dragons are trying to get a little positive momentum right before halftime.
Let's see if Gavin Wilson can get some.
Croft trying to throw it deep. He's got mojo, but that closes in a hurry as it falls incomplete. 22 seconds left before halftime.
Yeah, that was a really, really good play over there.
Good sportsmanship by
Kobe Lewis. That's a good play right there because avoided the pass interference call. Got there just about the same time the ball did.
Well, Croft had to throw it up to get it there, but
that's good coverage.
Yeah, mojo was open, I think early, but then not late.
Kobe closed the window on him there.
So 2nd and 10, 22 seconds left. As we got shown the two safety look as you're talking about.
Yeah, cover two over the top.
Pursuit's coming. He's trying to get to mojo. He catches it and goes out of bounds. It's going to be just a little short of the first down.
Good execution there, Mark.
Yeah, 16 seconds left. They're going to, I think, maybe see if they can get some points, whether it's a field goal attempt or keep marching down the field, but they're running out of time.
Yeah, this is their best drive of the game by far. And you know what it is? He's got time to roll. He's got time to let the routes develop and let his receivers get downfield is all it is. We got Melvin and Jaden back in there now. See if we can get some penetration.
Yeah, this time it is a quick throw to Mojo. Oh, I think it was the hook and
ladder.
Yeah, they were going for the hook and ladder.
He tried to. That was almost a tip.
Yeah, he pitched it before he caught it.
That was almost the tip drill. Here, I'm gonna tip it to you. But
to bring fourth down, only 12 seconds left. So do they have timeouts? Where are we?
That's an ambitious play there by the.
They've got 2 timeouts, so they could actually run it and call a quick timeout and then see what they want to do. And they've got Addison Love back in there, so we will look for that.
They've had some plays to take a little while to develop here. They better get a quick hitter if they don't want to run out the clock.
So playing up tight. I see Colby Lewis playing up tight. They do get a quick run from Addison Love, and then do they call a timeout? There's 8 seconds left.
Got a timeout. 4 seconds to run that play.
So they're at the 35-yard line, not in field goal range yet. Although I can't speak to their kicker, but that's a long one. I don't know if he can get a 52 when he's got a small wind at his back.
Yeah, just a tad of a wind at his back, but. I don't blame the Dragons for trying to get some points out of this. Get a little momentum, Mark, going into the locker room, because this has been all Chargers in the first half. Obviously, 42-0, but Purcell just hasn't gotten anything going on offense, and looks like they've got a good offensive club too. I think it's just all due to just a stout Charger defense that came out ready to play tonight from the get-go.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just has not had much time to throw, and when he does, it's his receivers are blanketed.
You can see how they might put some points on some people, but I don't know that they've seen a defense like the Chargers tonight.
8 seconds left. We'll see what the Dragons dial up here. The hook and ladder was unsuccessful. I don't know what
that was impressive, though. I liked how he tipped it.
I'm not sure what we're going to go with here, but so play deep
reverse.
And look for it.
And he wants to throw it, looks like. Yeah,
he does
still wants to throw it.
He's throwing it up to Philip Smitherman, who's going to pick it off. He's
Let's
still on his
take
feet.
This back. Let's see if this will get a pick six.
I think I want him to go down, but no one asked me.
I knew there was going to be a flag.
Philip just run out of bounds.
Ooh,
yeah, very smart. Hardy, I think, got a block on somebody.
Yeah, we got somebody down there at the 30-yard line. Oh, we got,
Oh, boy, look out.
Okay, guys, come on now.
I think Purcell's a little frustrated now. There's multiple flags as it's getting very chippy out there.
Yeah, we knocked 35 down there, and then.
With 42-0, it's an interception. The half is over, but there's multiple penalties that'll be enforced to start the second half.
Yeah. Look like Steelers Browns right there.
Yeah. Oh, the end of the Steelers Brown game.
Not in a good way.
That's not what we want to see. But Heritage call in command, and then I think it's going to start off with a bad block after the interception, and then the unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't know which way it's going to go, and it may go both ways.
You know, I would think, Mark, that I would think that would be offsetting, because the block wasn't there wasn't a penalty on the block. Maybe Hardy shouldn't have, maybe he shouldn't have done that, but I don't think that was the penalty.
Well, it just started getting worse from there.
Well, that's why I think it ought to be offsetting. I call a block in the back. I ought to do it both ways. There we go. That's smart. I think that's the best call.
Well, I mean, right before half, I agree.
I think that's the best call.
So your Heritage Chargers ahead 42-0 after some excitement right before half. But it is halftime here, and we're going to go to commercial, and I'll be right back.
Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City is introducing the Year of Luxury. featuring the brand new 2020 GLS 450 SUV, offered for the first time with second-row captain's chairs and an infotainment system that listens when you speak. Consider it luxury, fit for the entire family. Uncover where the year of luxury will take you and drive a new Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City.
Stop by our showroom and experience the intelligence and style of a Mercedes.
We're changing healthcare and our name. Now we are SSM Health St. Anthony. But who we are on the inside is still the same. A community of saints in action who have always been a part of SSM Health, making healthcare more accessible when and where you need it. SSM Health St. Anthony. We are saints in action.
Come to the Charger Corner! Go Tigers!
What's going on, guys? It's Matthew Smith and Fort Stevenson here, back with another halftime show after a great halftime performance.
Yeah, I'm back. It feels good to be back again with my brother and great friend Ford. Fun game, entertaining game. So let's start off with how things got just a little bit chippy at half and how it's been a little bit of an emotional game so far.
Yeah, I mean, right before half, our next focus for the next half is just keep our cool. Right before half, if you guys didn't see it, there's a little brawl right before whenever Phillip got a pick on the very last play and tried to return it back, and there was a big hit. I don't know by who, but I think the Purcell players didn't really like that.
No, it was a little bit annoying for them. Obviously, they're a little bit annoyed. They're getting beat pretty badly, and the frustration's getting to them. You got to think it's some of the seniors. They're not really ready to see this season end, and nobody's really ready to see the season end. So
yeah,
it's pretty interesting brawl there at the end. But nonetheless, I think the refs did a good job cleaning things up, and let's focus on some of more of the positives that we saw from the game.
Yeah. All right. Well, now you guys see it that it's playoff season, and the Heritage is obviously ready to go. Everybody's pumped up. Big student section. Everybody's excited, and now great start. I mean, besides that ending right there at the brawl, I mean, we got early score 42-0. You can't really get anything else out of that if you're a Heritage Hall fan.
No, and you don't even really want to hang 50 on them at half. I mean, we obviously probably could have, but I mean, it's just kind of it's a deal where we just kind of have a little bit of respect for them and not to beat them too bad because they did stop us one time, so that was actually kind of impressive. But other than that, I mean, we've basically been able to do whatever we've wanted, and it's been a great half. And I expect to see the game kind of slow the pace down, and definitely the key to the second half, which I'll refer back to later on, is definitely just stay healthy.
Yeah.
So we've seen in the past where Blake Adams got hurt in, what season was it, 2016?
Yeah, 2016.
Where he
his
got
junior
hurt
year. Yep.
in the second round of the playoffs. We just can't have something like that happen.
And injuries, injuries always hurt. And we have Jackson Jobe at QB, and I mean, luckily we do have a great backup out of Rob, and we've seen him play all season. He's gotten a lot of experience after Jackson was hurt earlier in the year, and I mean, you can feel confident having Rob in there, but yeah, we want to keep everybody healthy and don't want to risk anything in the second half.
Yeah, that's for sure. This first half, it's been pretty impressive showings from Phillip, Jaden Williams. Jobe has thrown some absolute dimes out there. Our whole offense is clicking, and it was pretty entertaining seeing some of the different formations we've ran. We're kind of mixing things up a lot, showing a lot of diversity, which is kind of a normal thing we see from our coaching staff.
Yeah, I mean, we could see it right off the bat. He was talking about how Jobe's been throwing dimes, and literally right off the bat on that first drive after making a stop on defense, Jobe had that really deep ball. I'm pretty sure it's to Phillip, and that was a really nice throw. And then he followed it up the next drive with a great run, 30 yards.
Yeah, he's been impressive today, and he's been impressive all year. And our offense, which is I think we're really starting to take strides in the right direction and really take form. We haven't been the stoutest in a few of our previous games. Our offense hasn't been the best, but I think we're starting to really kind of hit our mark and get way better. Colby Lewis has also been a key player for us in the second half of the season. He's been playing really well, making plays left and right. So, yeah, that's been very impressive to see.
Yeah, Colby had a touchdown early in the game. He had a little toss left and just beat it to the outside and had a pretty easy run in for another touchdown. They made the league to 21, I'm not pretty sure. Or maybe, no, that made it 14-0.
Yeah, and I got to give credit to Connor Keith. He's been on the defensive side of the ball, he's been an absolute beast. He's been making plays everywhere. In coverage, he's made plays. He's gotten a couple sacks, I think. At least 1 or 2 sacks. I mean, I'm not really sure how many, but I mean, he's been a beast today, which has been very impressive.
It's awesome seeing Connor out there. I mean, we knew he had a ton of potential. I mean, he was starting sophomore year for that state championship team, and you knew that this guy was going to be a beast whenever he got older.
Yeah.
Which he's shown.
Yeah, he's been very good this year and last year. It's not like it's anything new. He played really good the past couple of years. So.
Yeah, and he was real close to getting that interception earlier.
Yeah, he was. That would have been a really cool one-handed snag.
Yeah. Talking about one-handed snags, if you guys didn't see it, I mean, it wasn't a touchdown. It wasn't caught, but Will Dunn went up there, and it looked like he caught it for a second, and everybody went crazy because he just reached back and took a little Odell in the back of the end zone, and they ended up calling it incomplete.
Yeah.
I guess the ball popped out.
Yeah. I think Jaden, another player that I've been really impressed with this year is Jaden Williams. Overall, our run game, we kind of didn't really expect too much from it, and we didn't know who was going to be that guy. And Jaden Williams is kind of starting to fill in that mold of being the guy for us this year. He's kind of separated himself from the rest of our running backs and kind of just and been the number one running back that we can rely on and just hand him the ball.
Yeah, he's always making big plays. And we had Peyton in there earlier in the season, but it looks like we're playing him more at wide receiver lately, and he's been making plays out there. I don't know not much about this game, but in the past games he's caught quite a few receptions.
And I think that's something that Heritage we've liked to do in the past is just kind of move people around, different formations, different looks. Like Billy wasn't always Connor was a receiver to start the year last year, and then he ended up being a power running back, just handing the ball running back, kind of a strong running back. And Billy kind of was the opposite. Like he was going to be our running back, and then he kind of ended up being kind of a slot and like a flex, almost like a flex position, kind of just in positions to get the ball.
Yeah, we see a lot of movement like with players in their positions on the Sierra Shaw football team. I mean, it happens every year. Players will switch all the time, and I mean, everybody's so athletic that you can really rely on them to play these different positions. But yeah, we've seen guys switch out from running back and wide receiver multiple times, and it ends up working out for us and everything.
Yeah, and I don't think I've seen many high schools kind of run as many formations as we do. Like I don't know how many formations just in this game alone. We've had to run probably 10 plus different formations this game on offense. We show a lot of different looks and have a lot of versatility in our offense that can kind of fit in to beat almost any defense that we play against.
Yeah, and I like, if you didn't see that earlier, that play, there was a play that brought a little trickery into the game where we had Job at running back. Was he at running back? And then it was Rob at quarterback, and he handed the ball off to Jackson, and Jackson ran out right and then threw a screen. I like that, and that ended in a touchdown.
Yeah, and we ran a formation that is called the monster, where your O-line kind of splits across to the ends of the field, and you just kind of you have one player snapping you the ball. And there's different styles of it, but we ran that formation, and it was the O-lineman to the side were kind of masking the play, and we were able to get like a 10-yard gain off that. I don't think I've ever seen anybody run a formation like that in a game.
Yeah.
Like any level of football, and I mean, just having that versatility and that little bit of trickery could end up being useful in a big time scenario in these next 2 or 3 games that we play.
Yeah, we do really have some creative coaches, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Our playbook is I don't know how all the players can memorize this playbook. They must have been working really hard in practice throughout the whole year to just be able to understand that complex of a playbook.
Yeah, those guys have to study that all the time. They have to go in for lunch, taking tests, and watching film over it. Those guys put in some hard work learning those things, and the coaches do a really good job making sure they memorize it. And it shows on the field that these guys know what they're doing and everything, and these formations and different plays work.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence that we're the team to beat in a Class 3A, and will be and will continue to be a team to beat. And basically, I mean, we're a team that everybody in Oklahoma looks at and thinks, like, when you think Oklahoma high school football, like Heritage Hall has got to be one of those 5 or 6 schools recently that you think of when you think about Oklahoma high school football, just because of how dominant we've been and how impressive we've played, and we've produced so many great athletes.
Yeah,
and it's been really impressive.
For sure. And then, we're at a pretty high win streak right now, aren't we? I mean, we only had 1 loss last year, so that's 13 wins. And then this year we had, so far 11 or 10, not yet. So yeah, that's pretty big. I mean, hopefully we'll be able to beat that streak we had a couple years ago.
And let's go to a little bit of a segment talking about the signing day we had this Wednesday. Talking about the four people who signed to play collegiate sports. We'll talk a little bit more about other sports besides football. Ben Shawnick committed to play golf at OCU. I think it was Heidi Cook committed to row at Boston.
Yep. And then Lale rowing for OU, and Madison Pardoon in equestrian for Auburn.
Yeah,
which Auburn, she's going into elite company at Auburn, if you guys didn't know that.
Yeah, they're a very good equestrian school. I did a little bit of research about that. I think they've won 4 of the last 6 years national championships, so very impressive.
Yeah.
They're very good at equestrian. Not really sure what you do in equestrian, but I know you can talk to Madison about her if you see her around. Contact her. She's a part of our Charger Division crew. She may actually have been working this game. I'm not sure, but yeah, she's part of the Charger Division crew, Charger Division community. So we've gotten to know her a little bit through Charger Division. So that's another thing that Charger Division has done for us. We've gotten to know some of these athletes that have played, and Ben Shawnick, a good friend of mine. Be great to see him go play at the next level. It'll be interesting to see what he does. Rowing. She's pretty solid at her sport. I'm pretty sure. Got a scholarship to OU, and Heidi Cook. Just being able to use their sports to gain educations. All 4 of those schools, great schools. Very cool to see them move on to the next level.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to talk a little more after a little commercial break here. We'll see you guys in a bit.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted.
Order up.
Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat me.
You're going to find a whole lot to love right now during truck trading time at Joe Cooper Ford. You can trade your keys for the keys to a new truck. Then Joe will beat any other dealer's best deal by $500 guaranteed. Get more for your trade-in, lower your monthly payment, and make no payment for 90 days. Plus, we believe in service after the sale. When you bring your new Joe Cooper Ford in for service, you'll get a courtesy loaner car and a car wash. Who loves you, Oklahoma?
Come see us at Joe Cooper Ford.
And we're back. Oh, okay. But, if you guys didn't know, this year we got a little more competition down here in playoffs, and there's other games going on right now. We're going to talk about that for a bit.
And we'll look at some of the other scores around the state.
Our
favorite segment.
Yeah, this is always a fun statement.
We got number 5, Berry Hill playing number 9, Stigler. And Stigler putting Berry Hill on upset alert, and this will be our opponent next week.
Yeah, that was one of the few teams I was thinking there's going to be hard competition in playoffs, so that'll be interesting seeing that.
I'm telling you, the Chiefs, they're put on upset alert, but look for them to come out in the half. And we could be having a shootout as this game ends, so that turn on your radios. That could be on the radio. That's looking like a great game.
Oh, wow.
Next, we got number 2, Lincoln against Enola. Enola,
No.
yeah, they're not looking great.
Nope.
But Lincoln playing very well. Not sure they're in our class.
No.
I'm not sure if they're 3A,
Yeah.
but that's the score of Lincoln versus Enola.
Kingfisher actually on upset alert over Marlowe, up 14 at half.
Yeah, Kingfisher putting Marlowe on upset alert. The Jackets, we knew they had talent. Tough loss late in the season, put them a little bit lower seed than they would like, but overall the Jackets are looking like a threat this offseason.
That'd be pretty entertaining playing them later in the playoffs.
We would love it. the crowds would love a rematch against them. And we have number 2 Plainview against John Marshall. Plainview handling John Marshall. Wow, Plainview, that's looking like a very, very good Plainview team. And really, John Marshall's got to be one of those teams. I mean, you're pretty disappointed.
Yeah, I was about to say, I really wouldn't expect John Marshall to end an 11 seed. If I was looking at them from the beginning of the year, I was kind of had high hopes for them.
Yeah. Next, we got Chickasaw, correct me, versus Cassia. 23-15, interesting score there. Overall, one possession game at half. Tune into that one. Could be a close one. Next, we have Verdigris playing the Idabel Indians. Verdigris 8-2 versus 6-4 Idabel. Handling Idabel and looking like they could come out with a victory and advance to the next round. And we got Perkins playing Sulphur 21-6. What do you think about Sulphur? Could they pose a potential threat to make a playoff run?
That would be kind of insane. That would be a big upset, in my opinion, over Perkins. And if you guys didn't know, Perkins was one of those few teams that actually kind of stuck together with us, and we only won by a touchdown.
Yeah, Perkins, very solid team.
Well, all right, guys. That's us from the halftime show. Thank you for joining us, and we'll possibly see you guys next week.
Glad I could be back to be with you guys again.
We all want a chance to grow, to use the present to impact the future. Every day, this field is a place to play for thousands of our students. And this place, this field, changes everything. This field is more because the future plays here.
Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City is introducing the Year of Luxury, featuring the brand new 2020 GLS 450 SUV, offered for the first time with second-row captain's chairs and an infotainment system that listens when you speak. Consider it luxury, fit for the entire family. Uncover where the Year of Luxury will take you and drive a new Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City.
Stop by our showroom and experience the intelligence and style of a Mercedes-Benz.
Welcome back to Heritage Hall. We're at Pop Murray Memorial Field. Mark Harlan back here with Rick Hansing, and I'm not sure what to expect in the second half. Rick, what are you thinking?
Well, I can tell you this, that 42 is a popular first half score around the state tonight. We had John Marshall was down 42-0 at half.
Wow.
And you run some of those? You run any more of those scores, Ryder? We'll take a look and see.
Plainview is good, but I did not expect that.
Plainview, yeah, 42-0 over John Marshall. And there it is right there. Number 3 Indians over the Bears. 42-0 in our game. And then there's a upset alert right there. Stigler 35-21, 14-point lead on the Chiefs from Berryhill. So that's the upset alert right now. So that's going to be our keep an eye on that. That's our round 2 opponent that'll be coming over to Pop Murray to take on the Chargers next week.
Just so you know, the Thunder are leading 69-64 in the third quarter. We'll keep one eye on that.
Been a disappointing week for the Thunder.
What do you mean?
A couple of uncharacteristic losses after playing pretty well for a while.
Well,
according to Coach Donovan.
We're playing hard.
Well, yeah.
Okay, I want to know if you got all your good stuff at the Charger Corner Store.
I didn't see them tonight. Are they still down there?
Yeah, they are.
Well, I've been cut off from there.
You're never cut off, Ricky. Your credit's always good at the Charger Corner Store.
No, it's not I've been stiff-armed. Let's put it that way.
Well,
how many times?
How many times have you been stiff-armed is the question. All right, go visit the Charger Corner Store get your latest Charger gear. Did you know all profits go directly to the teachers, classrooms, and programs just like Charger Vision? Store hours are 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on school days. Get your Charger Pride on at the Charger Corner Store.
You won't find a better place to get your Charger gear, I can tell you that. Looks like Dick's Sporting Goods when you go in there. It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, it's impressive.
It is. Lots of cool stuff.
So, that Ford drive of the game, I'm not sure which one I want to go with. I
lost track.
Well, it was the long drive. We had a short field on most of them, I'm happy to report, but then we had a nice long drive on one of those middle scoring plays.
Is that when we got it on like our own 25?
Yeah. Had to go the distance, but we've looks like Robert Embro was warming up. We may see a lot of him and playing quarterback in the second half.
Yeah, we might see a lot of different people in the second half.
Well, I mean, I hope
I hope
everybody stays level-headed.
I don't think it'll get any carryover. Yeah, I don't think there'll be any carryover. I think the referees handled that pretty well. Great shot of the moon right there. Wow.
That is impressive.
Yeah, that's cool looking. Kind of an egg-shaped moon tonight.
Well, if
you're here,
if you're just joining us, 42-0, and I can give you the quick rundown on. Started on the first series with a 55-yard touchdown catch. Jackson Jobe throwing it to Philip Smitherman, and then Colby Lewis with a 5-yard run on the inverted wishbone.
Yes, sir.
Right at the 5-yard line, and then 18-yard TD to Joe Washington. That made it 21-0. And then we had a 29-yard TD catch, make it 28-0. And then Jaden Williams run 4 yards, make it 35-0. And then a 19-yard run from Jaden Williams. And that is how we got to 42-0. So Jaden Williams with 2 touchdowns. I thought he had 3, but I think I was crediting Joe Washington's touchdown to him. So 2 touchdowns so far for Jaden Williams, but he's having a great night running the ball.
Yeah, definitely player of the game so far in the first half. Would go to number 20.
He's been a force on defense as well. He's, I think, putting the fear in.
Yeah, I like him on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I think Croth is going to see him in his nightmares.
He's going to see a lot of numbers in his nightmares tonight. Chargers with relentless pressure. Looks like they're onside kick right here.
It does. Cale Walker. They're set up for, it looks like a short kick. They've got 2 deep guys. But it looks like they are not disguising this very well. They're
unless you sidewind it real.
Yeah, just a pooch kick. And that's caught. Is that Freeman?
Yeah.
Trying to get upfield, but there's nowhere to go. It's good pursuit. Gavin Freeman goes down right about the 37-yard line, and there, man.
Yeah, that was a little bit of what you talked about right there.
Kind of.
I'd say kind of giving you the business at
right.
the bottom of the pile.
Nick
there.
Albright, they're just.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think their coach has done a good job as far as I think they'll probably talk to him about that and Tracy Scott and just tell him, hey, we don't need. There's no part of that. We don't need any of that.
I think the referees did a good job at the end of the first half too.
See Joe Washington running in late. Let's see what the Chargers offense is going to do here and see who's at quarterback.
But it's Rob.
Yep, looks like Robert Embro. We're going to have to pay attention to see who is in. It's 45. It looks like KJ, but Robert Embro keeps it. He's trying to pitch it, but the pitch man was not there. Oh, it's a late pitch, and this is trouble. It's a nice run once he gets his
first down.
Man, nice run. Mason, Georgia picks up off the turf, which is a very dangerous late pitch that rolls around on the ground for a second.
I think that was a designed option play,
but
Mark. But you've got to keep the relationship of your pitch man to your quarterback, and he got too far. He got too far behind and a little bit too close to Robert there. But really good poise to take on 2 defenders and get the pitch out to him.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a nice play. Don't ever do it again.
That's right. Yeah, that's kind of like a no. Oh, good play.
So 1st and 10. This time it's a handoff straight ahead. That's 45. I think that's, let's see, who is that? Hunter Boyer.
Hunter Boyer. Yeah, he runs hard.
He definitely does. Just a freshman, 5'10", 170. He's got good size for a freshman.
Yeah, and who's our other running back that we might get in there that's super quick?
KJ Evans is number 26.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Yeah, he's exciting young player. He's fun to watch.
So Joe Washington in there, Davis Duncan, Jagger Abels, the wide receivers.
Oh, yeah, tailback moved. Hunter was a little bit eager there.
Somebody
getting
a little excited.
Yeah, I think he was going to get the ball off tackle right there, so he's getting an early start. I don't blame him. He's
just a freshman.
Yeah, and you don't get to play that much, and you get your number called, man. You want to make the most of it.
I want to show my stuff.
Yeah, get some more time on Friday night.
Yeah, and he does get the handoff. He's
get
trying
outside.
to cut around. He can't. Is that a face mask? I couldn't see. They drug him down. It's going to be about a 4-yard loss, and there's a penalty late. But I thought they got the face mask early, but maybe he had the
front of the jersey. It must have been the front of the jersey. Referee had a pretty good look at it, but I agree with you. It did look like the face mask too.
So it looks like also I see Matthew McClintock warming up his arm. He may get some action in the at quarterback at some point. So 2nd and 11, but we're waiting to see what the penalty is. They're picking it up.
Came from a long way away. Came from the
I agree.
referee
it was a little late.
Yeah, on the sideline furthest from the play.
So now we're going to say this is going to be 3rd down and about 13 after the loss on the play. Let's see what Mr. Embro does here.
Good throw.
Oh, it's a quick throw out there.
Right in between
Davis Duncan, yeah.
Right in between receivers there, yeah.
Looks like Davis had the best chance at it, but it falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. And the Chargers are going to punt for the first time tonight.
Yeah, we shouldn't have had 2 receivers that close to each other, Mark, so possibly got our connections crossed on the route there.
Right.
Yeah. Got our wires crossed there on the route, I think.
4-2-0, Gavin Freeman is going to be punting tonight. Mojo is deep, and we don't want to get it near him.
Trying to get the punt team on. We got 5 seconds on the play clock. Jagger's got to get lined up here.
In there. Okay, let's go. They do get it off. And it's a wobbly kick that's going out of bounds right about the 33-yard line, but Mojo has no chance on it, which is good.
Got it off the side of his foot there.
I mean, we're 85. And I think everybody, Ruben Leverage, getting in there to see if he could block it, but I think they're looking looking for contact.
A little extracurricular activity.
Well, the referees are going to
have to sort that out.
Yeah, just going to have to keep paying attention. All right, let's see what the Dragons and Croth do here. 3 wide receivers on one side, 1 on the other. And this time it's a running play, but nothing there. Chargers defense is there.
Looked like Hunter Boyer in there. Good penetration right there from his linebacker spot.
Addison Love all taped up and back in there. He showed some good signs when he played, but I say the good news for the Chargers, he did not play much the first half. As you said, I think he was taping that ankle or had some injury that they were dealing with.
Yeah, he's got a lower leg injury, it looks like.
Alex Wynn, how are you, sir? Very good. Got a new producer in here. Ryder giving him a break.
Can eat some popcorn. Good tackle.
That is a nice tackle. That's number 7, Creed Smith, with the reception.
Kobe Lewis on the solo tackle there.
So 9:04. We've got 3rd and 6. On defense, we've got some, as we talked about, just some new faces here and there. Robert Emmer in there at linebacker.
River Faulkner in there. He's an exciting young player. Keep your eye on him, number 7.
This time it's a quick throw. Colby Lewis is there. It's caught and taken out of bounds. It's going to be short of the first down by about 2 yards.
Boy, Kobe jumped that route. I thought he was going to get. I thought he was going to get a little pick 6 right there along the Purcell sideline.
So it looks like they're bringing in the punting unit. We'll see what happens.
Kobe was holding his hamstring after that last play, so hopefully that's nothing develops from that. Didn't look like it was bothering him when he jumped that route for sure.
It looks like they've got Roderick Smith in a punt, but he's also backup quarterback.
Oh.
He kicks it high, and it looks like it's going out of bounds. We'll see where it bounces. About the 40-yard line, 42-yard line. Not his best effort.
No. It seems as though Mark, punting might be a lost art at the high school level. I think there's a lot of rugby punts, a lot of guys that punt that aren't, that's not their position really.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And
see Baker Burns getting in there. We'll see what other Chargers we can find in there.
Gavin Wilson, 56 at the right tackle spot. Davis and Jagger split out here to the wide side of the field. McClintock,
this
quarterback.
Time, this time he keeps it, makes a
play.
nice move, trying to run upfield, but they're all over and blow the whistle. So not much there. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, but that is it.
So basically, Mark, I think we got a Monday night Chargers team going against a Friday night Purcell team. It looks like to me.
Right.
Which rightfully so.
Yeah, at this point, 42-0, right. So 2nd and 9. McClintock's fun to watch.
Yeah, he is. Good athlete.
It's a high snap. He has been able to get it to Hunter Boyer, but he cannot break free. Gets about 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 5.
Yeah, he did a good job coming down with that high snap for sure. It's going to bring up our 3rd and 6.
Yep. There's River coming in. Hunter coming out. Let's see if they keep it on the ground to keep the clock going, or they're going to try to get that first down.
I think they will. I don't think they'll put it up in the air. Good look at River right there. They give it to him off tackle.
Yep. Let's see if he can get the first down.
Oh, yeah.
He does get the first down. Nice run.
Really good run. Yep.
Tackled right about just past midfield. Enough for the first. Keeps the drive alive. And
he looks like he knows what he's doing there. Navigating up in the hole there. Makes a nice little move to his right and gets the first down. Good look at him there. Looks like he might have hurt his hand there.
Freshman, but it's not his first rodeo.
Oh, not. Not your first rodeo. Been playing lots of ball on Monday night.
6:46 and the clock still going. Chargers trying to get all lined up. Mason George in the backfield. And it looks like River's still in there.
Running that play clock down. That's a good thing.
Yeah, Matthew McLean does hand it off to River, who's trying to find an opening. It's a nice run to get about another 6 yards.
Yeah, so far he's averaging about 8 yards a carry.
Yeah, let's keep feeding that. Feeding the ball. We got Cooper Cloud giving the instructions to Matthew McClintock.
Is KJ suited up? I don't see him down there. Be fun to see him play.
Yeah, he's fast.
Well, he is.
26. I don't know if I have seen his number out there either.
He can get it going. He can get in a rhythm.
Well, they hand it off to River again. He's got the first down. He just ducks his head and keeps the legs going.
Whoa, doing a good job.
Yeah, that's. I like this running game. I mean, that's actually.
Oh, Stigler's pouring it on Berryhill. Look at that, Mark.
42-21.
Upset alert. Doubling them up in the third quarter. A lot of football to be played, but still, 42-21. Lincoln Christian on top of the, I know the Longhorns. 49-0. That's a good team.
They are good.
The Jackets all over the Outlaws, 28-14. That's an upset alert there. 13th ranked Jackets. There's the Plainview John Marshall score, Mark. That's a little bit surprising to me. 42-0 over the Bears.
Chakotay over Cassia Hall, 29-15.
Pretty decent games on the east side tonight. Verdigris beat Nidaville 28-0.
28-6.
Perkins,
I can't
Perkins
keep
is
up.
pretty good. 28-6 over the 6th-ranked Sulphur Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Well, Heritage Hall played in the state finals last year over it.
We saw what Perkins could do this year. They gave Heritage
Yeah.
Hall all they wanted.
Yeah, I missed that game. I wish I would have seen that game. I missed it.
We got very fortunate with an interception touchdown at
Pick
the end of the game.
Yeah.
2nd and 8 as Matthew McClintock's getting everybody set up properly.
Mason Georgia
high
back
snap.
There. Come down
he
with
can't.
it.
Oh.
No.
They've been flirting with that high snap the whole time, but
finally gets by.
This time he could not get high enough to get it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. They were moving the ball.
They were. That was good running by Faulkner to get them where they are.
And eating up the clock too, Mark.
4:27. Yeah, that third quarter is going by in a hurry with all the running. But like you said, that's a lot of times when you get the second string against a first string team, the holes aren't there, so it's hard to enforce the running game. But they were imposing their will. You're right.
Yeah, we're making some positive yardage. Looked like we were going to take that ball down and score. Good drive going. Turnover negates that.
Yep, this time it's a handoff going right at the middle, but not much there. I think just gets right back to the line of scrimmage. I mean, that's Addison Love that cannot. He's a good runner, but he's not been able to get going.
It looked like Max Bates on the tackle right there.
Yeah, I think is he playing wearing 58 tonight?
Yeah.
Yep. So 2nd and 9. Ball at about the 44. This time it's a handoff. Gets the first down and more. That's a nice run from Love there, and McClintock brings him down.
Yeah, Matthew went for a ride right there, but he did get him down.
Well, he's given up about 50 pounds on that deal.
Yeah.
But it was a good tackle.
Addison Love was seeking contact right there, and you can see he's hobbled. He's got that's a knee, it looks like to me now.
He hurt that early in the game. He's just trying to fight through it.
Yeah, it looks like he's got his right knee wrapped up a little bit there. So it's unfortunate for him. He's a senior.
1st and 10 after the run. Man in motion, that's Mojo. And they give him the jet sweep.
I knew the jet sweep was coming.
And the Chargers have seen it. They're there.
Wow. Oh, that's good.
That's about a 2-yard gain, but that's a guy you don't want to bust loose, as we've talked about.
That's good contained right there, and some good gang tackling right there. River Faulkner looked like he was the first one to get there. Man,
he looks a little frustrated.
Yeah, he's probably looking at the defense going, how many starters out here? I should be able to get outside of these guys. But, man, they used the boundary to their advantage and never lost leverage there. He just couldn't get outside.
Yep. I mean, that's a very disciplined play from the second string.
Yep.
2nd and 9. Oh, boy. Who is that?
Looks like
Will Shepard getting a little excited before the snap.
If I was his size, I'd get excited too.
Ready to get back there.
Get some penetration back there.
All right, so 2nd and 4 after the offside penalty. Croth hands it off.
He's back in there.
Is that Love?
Yeah, he's definitely slowed, though.
Yeah, he is not running like he normally does.
Yeah.
He's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2.
Yeah, he's got that right knee.
So 3rd and 2. We'll see what the Dragons do here. They're getting positive yards after the turnover, but This time it's a quick throw. It's caught for the first down and brought down right at just past the sticks. So ball at the 32-yard line.
Nice catch there by number 8, Hayden Harp for the Dragons. Enough for a first down. One of the very few first downs that Purcell has been able to muster tonight against this Charger D.
In the fourth quarter, the Thunder now behind 84-81. We'll keep you updated with that. This time it's the jet sweep going the other way. It's a first down and more. He's breaking loose but taken down after the 11-yard gain. That was Creed Smith with a nice run.
Kobe Lewis with a nice touchdown-saving tackle right there.
He looks like he's a little hobbled.
He's a little bit gimpy too. Good run by him. He's just a sophomore, 6 foot 175, running back linebacker. He's going to be a good one.
He
Mark
definitely
the next
will
couple
be.
of years. He's already a talented player. He's touched the ball several times tonight for the Dragons.
So 1st and 10. Cross, they're getting the running game going. That one does not go for any yards, though. That's going to be right tackle for maybe a yard loss at about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, first time I've seen the read option out of those guys on the night, but man, Love is just not 100%, you can tell.
I know, I mean, that's probably frustrating.
Yeah.
So I see 44 Cooper Cookson getting in there. We'll try to call out the Chargers that are playing when they get in. This time it's a quick throw by Cross. Oh, but he couldn't bring it down. That's number 20, Nick Albright. He's had a good game tonight, but couldn't bring that one in.
Davis was right there. I don't think that was going to go anywhere. After the catch, Davis had a beat on him right there to get a solo tackle if he would have caught it. Oh, we jump again.
Yeah, we're trying to eliminate the penalties. 3rd and 10 is going to give them a quick 5.
They're going to pull Will out of there. 78's coming in, Camden Britt. Just a little bit too eager out of that nose tackle position right there. Wanting to get some penetration. I don't blame you.
They'll probably chat with him and get him back in there.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Just keep an eye on the ball.
So we're going to say 3rd and 5 now. Dragon in motion.
Changing the play.
And, yeah, they're spreading everybody out now. Cross trying to get them all lined up. He's looking to throw. Man, he gets hit hard.
Oh, River on the blitz right there.
That is a very hard hit on the quarterback right as he released it.
Form tackle, delayed blitz right there, and got him right up underneath the
yeah, Charger Reeves. Let's look at this, but that's River getting in there. I don't know if you can see it, but I mean, he puts the shoulder pad right in the midsection and breaks him down.
That looked like it hurt. Just cold enough out tonight, Mark, to add a little sting to that too.
Yeah. It's 4th down and 5. Dragons are going for it based on the field position.
Oh, double move.
Quick throw.
Get there. That away.
Yeah, McClintock able to defend it.
It
was intended for Creed Smith, and
that's a great play right there.
That
Mark.
was a very good defense, and he's given up a couple inches on that, but McClintock gets over there and bats it down. A great play.
Has a double move, and Croft did a good job of selling it there with the pump fake, Mark. And a lot of times you get caught looking in the backfield right there. You see the quarterback do a little shoulder fake, and all of a sudden you're coming up on the first move.
Well,
so
it's
that's a great play,
and it's good speed. I think McClintock was showing off his speed to recover,
he sure made up ground there, and great athletic move to bat it down.
That's all you got to do, bat it down.
Bat it down.
All right, so Chargers take over on downs, 1st and 10. Now McClintock playing quarterback.
Let's take care of the ball here.
Yeah, let's see if we can get that running game going with River Faulkner again. Here, try it. That's Boyer. See if he can get to the outside.
He does.
Oh, very close. Trying to get a block, but couldn't quite get all the way to the outside. And Boyer is quick. That's Max Bates trying to spring him. Boyer's trying to go east-west a little more, and River just runs straight ahead.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Gavin Constant made a nice play over there from his corner spot. Got 4th quarter here.
All right, 42-0. Your Heritage Hall Chargers leading. We'll come back at the 4th quarter in just a minute.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted.
Order up.
Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat me.
You're going to find a whole lot to love right now during truck trading time at Joe Cooper Ford. You can trade your keys for the keys to a new truck. Then Joe will beat any other dealer's best deal by $500 guaranteed. Get more for your trade-in, lower your monthly payment, and make no payment for 90 days. Plus, we believe in service after the sale. When you bring your new Joe Cooper Ford in for service, you'll get a courtesy loaner car and a car wash. Who loves you, Oklahoma?
Come see us at Joe Cooper Ford.
Welcome back to Pop Murray Memorial Field. We are starting the fourth quarter. Your Heritage Hall Chargers leading 42-0. Third quarter, not much excitement. Chargers were driving and turned it over, and then we've got Purcell that was driving, and then they turned it over on down. So now Chargers have the ball again. They're looking to try to get that running game going and milk the clock. And nothing there. Looks like that's a run for no gain.
Hunter Boyer trying to run off tackle there. Sticking his nose in there. Good D by the interior line of the Purcell Dragon defense.
Rick, I need some more excitement out of you, but I know
it's
at
tough,
42-0,
yeah, it's tough. I'm trying to give you some energy.
I need it. It's getting past my bedtime as well.
Need some more sugar. Need some more popcorn, but it's hard to eat it on air. It's
Rick
hard to be
Lahadi, thanks for the popcorn. We're doing
yeah.
damage that we can
Yeah.
during commercials.
Yeah, we're trying to take nourishment during the commercials. Get jacked up here.
All right, McClintock looking to keep that running game going. This time it's running straight ahead for Hunter Boyer, but that hole closes in a hurry.
Tough sledding in the middle of that Dragon defense all of a sudden.
Yep, looks like we're bringing in the punting unit as it's going to bring up fourth down.
4th and 6 for Heritage Hall.
Who's punting? Is Gavin Freeman? Yeah, it looks like Gavin's going to be back there to punt.
God, we need a good snap here.
I concur. This isn't a good time for a high snap.
No, we got to have a snap on the money here. There we go.
Rugby punt, trying to kick it away from Mojo, but he's going to catch it at the
line
50.
Drive.
We'll see what he does with it, and this is exactly what scares us. He's going. He gets back down to about the 25-yard line with a nice 25-yard run after the low punt.
It's a bad combination. You got a guy with speed and a line drive punt. Doesn't give your punt coverage team that time to get down there, and Mojo's 15 yards downfield before you see your first Charger.
Yeah. I mean, I think they were trying to kick it away from him, and they just couldn't do it.
Yeah. And there was no flag thrown for any block in the back or any clip or anything like that.
Good view of the security.
Yep. Good security guys staying warm.
Well, let's see what Croth does here. It's a handoff, and like you said, there's Addison Love, but he just, like I said, he's not as fast as he I think normally is.
Number 9, Marlowe
Outlaws trying to come back.
Trying to come back on the Jackets, 28-21. Still on upset alert though. 13th ranked Jackets over the 9th ranked Outlaws out of Marlowe. Down Highway 81 from Duncan, or just north of Duncan, I guess.
Hunter Boyer trying to figure out if he's in or out. And this time it's a
14's
run
in.
straight up the middle. That's Jeremiah Johnson.
That's a good tackle by Will Shepard right there. They got to come back in after jumping twice. He's like, I'm going to make some quality. I'm going to get some quality playing time here. I'm going to make a tackle while I'm in here.
And he did.
And he did.
Chakota taking care of business against Cascia.
36-22 on the east side of the state.
3rd and 1. Croft looks like he's not in a hurry, which I would think he would want to be, but it's a handoff, but I don't know if he's got it. He was taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Who was that?
Trying to see. Number 30.
Mason Georgia.
Yeah, little blitz from his linebacker spot right there. Read that play beautifully.
No, are they going to measure it, or what are they going to do?
I think it's no gain.
I've never actually seen a measure in high school anymore. That's a lost art, frankly.
Really? It's gone with punt. It's gone by the way of punting. bringing in a jumbo package now.
I guess so.
We got Love coming back in, and 44.
So 4th down,
See a
and they're
lead blocker.
bringing in the beef.
Bringing in Jeremy Cudd. Lined up in the fullback spot.
Addison Love is in. See if he can get 1 yard.
Nope.
And I don't think he got it.
River Faulkner on the blitz right there from the corner.
That's a great defense from the Chargers. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
Excellent defense right there, man. Well timed up blitz right there by River. He's just a freshman. Look at this play here. I think this might be the play before Mason Georgia gets there.
Boom. There's just there's
River.
nowhere to run.
Nowhere to go. Hits him in the backfield a yard deep.
So Chargers leading 42-0. We got 8 minutes and 28 seconds left. Second half going a little faster.
Yeah, we need some lower snaps here, Mark.
Yeah, there's Bryce Carlin in there, lined up as a slot receiver. But looked like
that's a big hit right there.
There is. We've got
Faulkner, 72 right there.
Wardy Walker in there also.
Jason Shea on the big hit right there on River.
River had good success. They were, other than that high snap, I mean, they were marching the ball down the field.
That hit kind of got to him there. He's just trying to shake that one off. That's pretty good form tackle right there by the big tackle.
Let's see. Okay, that's 270 going
on
against.
170.
Yeah, I was going to say, I believe it.
Maybe not 170 even on River's part.
170 soaking wet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh,
River, give it to him again. This time he's trying to get the outside, still on his feet, driving for yards, gets about 5. That's a nice run, nice tough run.
He was just baiting him back there, acting like the previous play got to him. He gave him the ball, and all of a sudden he's got a short memory.
You have to have a short memory.
17 there, man. Good-looking athlete coming off.
Oh, you know it.
Yes, sir. Bryce Carlin in there, junior. Wide receiver D-back. Like to see that.
He's a little under the weather in his defense.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, he didn't.
That's no good.
I know. I told him, I was like, man, tell the coach if you're too sick to suit up.
Man,
like,
you got to get well on Friday night.
I know.
You got to heal up quick.
Yeah, I think he was gonna try to not go to school and then get well on Friday. And I was like, that's not gonna work out.
No, I can't do that. Get outside here. Oh,
good
move
nice
right there.
cut.
Another
Still
cut.
on his feet.
Another cut back.
They're pushing him forward. That's going to be a first down for the Chargers.
I think we found some more. I think we found another
future
weapon in the running game. Man, you can't coach that.
That's a nice tough run.
That's some instincts right there.
Whoops. Ooh, see ya. Yeah, we need to put another 20 pounds of muscle on him, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I don't think you'll have trouble doing that. Got to fall in love with the weight room.
Yep. Liam Burton coming in. We got a lot of Chargers in there that are seeing some time. Cooper Cookson, already mentioned him.
Everybody works hard during the week, so getting paid off and getting to play in the first round playoff game is pretty special.
6:25 clock running.
Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning.
Well,
Had
that's
a hard
tough
time
one.
getting him down.
Yeah. Hunter Boyer not finding the hole there. But the clock keeps ringing.
Yes, sir, it does. Caden Bonham in on that play right there. Good look at 55. These guys are working hard. Breathing hard out there.
Yeah. Well, they've been out there all night.
Yeah,
We've been rotated a lot of guys.
Yeah,
They're still out there grinding away.
Yeah. We got the turnstile there when we came off the field and back on for the Chargers.
I'm glad we got those kinks worked out in the first half.
That's right.
Well, this time it's a handoff again to Boyer.
He's looking outside.
He's going. He gets about 7 to 8 yards. That's a nice run to the right side.
Yeah, he's like, I'm tired of running between the tackles. I'm going to bounce this one outside.
Was it Jack Newman getting in there also? Rotating everybody in. I like it.
Yeah. It's good to see. Chewing up that game clock.
Oh, there's William Jackson.
Is he hurt? Looks like he doesn't have pads on.
It does look like he didn't have pads on.
I didn't notice if he played tonight. Maybe not.
Good question. And I don't think he was in the starting lineup that we were, and he usually is playing on the line. He does a great job.
Yeah. Good tough guard for sure.
So 5:17.
I like we're running that play clock down.
Yep.
Keeping an eye on that.
James Bailey in. Lined up way to the outside.
Liam Burton, quarterback.
Yep.
Here we go.
Nice run. Keep churning those legs, Hunter Boyer. So it was 2nd and 20, and it was a good 5-yard run. Going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Good tackle there by Nick Albright. Looks like he shaking up just a tad there.
Yeah, I mean they've had
lots of
injuries. Yeah, just like
yeah,
Nick's, where they're all moving a little slower than normal, I would say.
Lots of nicks and bruises out there.
So 3rd and 15. Chargers, this would be the time to air it out. I don't know if they'll do it, though, based on the score and based on Liam Burton hands it off. And Hunter Boyer looking for an opening and gets a nice run out there. It's going to bring up 4th and about 7 after the 8-yard run.
That's a really good run right there.
What is his, what do we got on Hunter Boyer? 5'10", 170? He looks a little bigger than that to me.
Hunter?
Yeah.
He's looks bigger than 170.
I agree. All right, so 4th, and they're going to say long 4, and the Chargers punting unit out there. Gavin Freeman is
got the mojo back deep.
Let's keep it away from him. As I know they're trying to. That's a better kick, but he does catch it. Chargers trying to pin him in. He cuts it back, still on his feet, but taken down right about the 35-yard line.
Well, they brought Hardy in to take care of him. He almost got him back there, but slowed him up just enough for about he's coming in off there.
As we talked about, we don't have enough guys. I mean, we have to play some guys on special teams. We don't have enough of them.
I think Landon got him. I think Landon Lahodny got him there after Hardy kind of caused him to change direction a little bit. He's a guy you definitely got to break down on for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Hardy kind of tripped him up a little bit or slowed him down, like you said, and then the rest of the Chargers finished him off.
Hunter Boyer going to come in and play nose guard. Or at least D end, I guess.
So Chargers trying to preserve the shutout if they can. Purcell at the 35-yard line.
Oh, crashed down.
Handing it off, and there's just nothing there.
Hunter crashed down from his DN position there.
Took care of business.
Yeah, I think before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's number 14. Jeremiah Johnson.
That's a good name, too.
That's an old Robert Redford movie.
Yes, sir. That's a good name.
Second and 11. They're going to say a 1-yard loss on the play. 3 minutes. Croft looking to throw. He's open. It's Nick Albright again, and he's yeah. That's a nice play.
It's like Davis,
gets him about 7 yards.
Davis Duncan over there, and Matthew was out there too. McClintock from the safety spot.
Davis running off. Yeah. 3rd and 3 for the Dragons. Trying to draw us off sides. 13 seconds. It's almost like they're not in a hurry, hurry. I mean, they're kind of milking the play clock just like we are, which I think is a little odd, but maybe they're ready to go home.
Yeah, I would be. There's no way they're going to come back. They're get a hold right there.
Yeah, that's a nice run, but that's going to be a penalty on them. That's Jeremiah Johnson again, but that's going to be brought back. Yeah, you're exactly right, Rick.
Was that Baker on the penetration there? Is that who? Looks like that.
Baker Burns is in there. Yeah,
I think that's who they held. Baker on the pursuit there.
It's the only way to stop him.
You can only hope to contain him.
That's right.
You can't stop him.
Rocket Ishmael. All right, we better thank some of our sponsors as we're starting to run out of time here. I definitely want to thank Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at SSM Health, St. Anthony's Healthplex in North Oklahoma City for sponsoring our crew. Walk in or schedule online at ssmhealth.com for sports or orthopedic injuries. All right, Croft looking to throw.
Good throw.
Airs it out. It's caught right about midfield. They can't bring him down. That's Nick Albright. That's a nice catch. Takes a hit, and he's still on his feet. It's going to be first down after a 3rd and 16.
Yeah, it looks like he spun out of Jack Newman's tackle right there. I couldn't see who was there to clean him up, but we needed to get him on the ground fast. See if we can preserve this shutout here.
1st and 10 now, right about midfield.
With our young defense out there.
A minute 49.
Crash.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
This is
Tackle.
trouble.
Tackle. There we go. Good tackle
Nice
right there. Matthew
tackle.
McClintock. Really good tackle.
2-leg takedown. I like it.
Sure was, yeah.
That's a nice run from 14 Jeremiah Johnson, but a great tackle just to keep that clock going.
Purcell getting some of their reserves in too, Mark.
Minute 23, clock's running.
Hands up. Good catch.
It's Albright again, and then taken down.
That's a good
Who
tackle.
was
though.
that?
Jack Newman. Nice tackle.
Jack Newman, very nice tackle. And you just don't want him to break free.
That's right. Yeah, that's all you're thinking about, using that boundary over there as an extra defender, and don't let him come to the inside.
So we got 1 minute left, and the Dragons are starting to speed things up a little bit.
Crash down River.
Oh, nice. That
Nice
they tried to
blitz.
sneak in a run, and he's taken down hard.
River Faulkner.
Uh-oh. Oh, here we go again. This is, I don't know.
They better get in there. Coaches aren't running too fast to get them off.
Well, man, I did not see.
The referees are down.
I did not even see. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it's getting a little extracurricular. I don't want to see that on a replay,
Yeah,
I don't think.
They just need to stop the game. There's only 50 seconds left. They need to stop it.
Yeah, it's getting very chippy.
Let's call it off.
Well, I definitely want to thank Quail Creek Bank for everything they've done for Charger Vision. Venue Catering does a great job.
It's game time. We're not going to – that's it.
Well, if they can do it, I think it's smart.
There's only 50 seconds left. Nothing good's going to come out of it. It's 42-0.
Definitely want to thank Fuzzy's Taco Shop. Maybe Rick has time to get over there. It's only 9:15. No better game day restaurant, fresh, fast, and fun.
Got a little bug in the it's just they're just going to run out the clock. Yeah, there we go.
Texadelphia, definitely want to thank them. Heyday Entertainment, Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City, Joe Cooper Ford, Fields and Futures, and definitely the Charger Corner Store. Thank you for everything you do for Charger Vision. This game has gotten a little out of hand by the score, and it's getting a little chippy.
Yeah,
so,
we might not even
shake hands.
Might not even shake hands. See what the coaches say. I'd like for them to shake hands.
Well, me too. That's
hopefully in the melee that no one really kept track of what numbers were, who was doing what. So we'll see. We got security though.
That's good news. Well,
they were on the track, and they're going to hang in there.
I am okay with that. All right. So our player of the game. We've got is it Jaden Williams? We decided. He had a great game.
I didn't consult with you after the first half. I'm sorry.
He was running well all night.
He was running wild.
He definitely was, and then also he played great on defense, putting a lot of pressure on Croth.
He sure did. Yeah.
Well, so we got 42-0. Your Heritage Hall Chargers getting past the first round of the playoffs and the Purcell Dragons. We'll go to commercial and we'll come back and wrap it up here and see if we can get an interview with Jaden Williams.
Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City is introducing the Year of Luxury, featuring the brand new 2020 GLS 450 SUV, offered for the first time with second-row captain's chairs and an infotainment system that listens when you speak. Consider it luxury, fit for the entire family. Uncover where the Year of Luxury will take you and drive a new Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City.
Stop by our showroom and experience the intelligence and style of a Mercedes-Benz.
All right, a good look at the Chargers. Got the student body and the team down there. Coach Bogert getting ready to talk to him, and Chargers successful first round of the playoffs tonight, 42-0 over the Purcell Dragons. There was 45 seconds left. The game got a little bit chippy as it did at the first end of the first half, and so I think the referees made a good call there and just stop and play. Nobody was going to get hurt, and it was 42-0. So no reason to keep the game going. So we just wound those last 45 seconds off the clock, and Chargers offense went off in the first half. Had several short fields as they won the field position battle easily, but Philip Smithman got the scoring off with a 55. Got it started off with a 55-yard touchdown catch. Kobe Lewis on a 5-yard TD run. Then we had an 18-yard touchdown pass, and I'm sorry. Oh, that's Jaden Williams, player of the game. Then we had a 21-yard TD catch, and then a 4-yard touchdown run by Jaden Williams, and then he capped the scoring in the first half with a 19-yard run. That was a spectacular run into the south side end zone, but a couple of cutbacks on that run, couple of stiff arms, and then just kind of spun across to the goal line. So see if we can get some scores from around the state. And there's a good look right there. Kingfisher Marlow. That's we had Marlow on upset alert all night long, but the Outlaws have fought back to a 28-28 tie with the Kingfisher with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. There's Plainview. That game was out of hand. Oh my gosh, that's only at halftime. That play was that game was out of hand. It was 42-0 in the second quarter. Plainview Indians all over your local hometown John Marshall Bears. So that's a bit of a shocker. I know Plainview's great and ranked third, but John Marshall used a little tougher than that. It's only at halftime, unless that's we haven't gotten that score updated. Now this is a major upset watch here in the fourth quarter. Stigler all over the Berry Hill Chiefs, 48-21. So looks like the Chargers are going to catch Stigler in the second round of the playoffs. Stigler going to travel over from the east part of the state, coming over to take on the Chargers here at Pop Murray Field. As the Chargers, if you're just now tuning in, took care of the Purcell Dragons tonight, easily scoring 42 first half points, and then basically coasting to a victory in the second half. Playing lots of sophomore and freshman players there in the second half, and really held our own and really moved the ball well. We almost scored, but ended up turning the ball over towards the end of that drive. But got to throw a major shout out to the young guys as they were taking care of business against most of the Purcell starters on defense. They really didn't pull their starters until late in the third quarter or middle of the fourth quarter. So we got Mark Carlin getting ready to got Jaden Williams down here, player of the game, and I'll get ready to throw it down to Mark so we can get Jaden's opinion on the game tonight and find out what made him so successful. But really just a really all-around great game on both sides of the ball. Jaden Williams, just a junior, 5'10", 210, powerful runner, great on D, great moves, great cutback runner on offense, and really coming into his own. So we'll throw it down to Mark Carlin with our player of the game, by far, Jaden Williams.
All right, I'm Mark Carlin here with our player of the game, Jaden Williams. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. He was unstoppable on both sides of the ball. Jaden, tell me a little bit about those touchdown runs.
Yeah, the big guys did a good job blocking, and I just went out there, saw some pretty big holes, and it made a big play.
Well, normally I'm expecting you to run over guys, but tonight it looked like you were running around them.
Yeah. I've been working on getting my speed up and working on doing some different things with my game, and that's what happened tonight.
Well, your footwork was great. 2 touchdowns, but tell me a little bit about your defensive play. That quarterback got tired of seeing you, I think.
Yeah, Coach Adams called some pretty good stunts for me and allowed me to get back to the quarterback, and that's what I did, made big plays.
Man, you were in his jersey. All right, so our player of the game, Jaden Williams, and your Heritage Hall Chargers move on to the next round. We won 42-0 tonight against Purcell, and we can't wait to see our next opponent. We'll see you guys next week.